This is Butters from South Park. The P word is awesome. Listen to this podcast or I'll fucking fuck you the fuck up.
Hey, this is Carla Aquatino Force. In honor of my boy Jimmy Boeheim and the Orange of Syracuse, I spray tan my body like a Oompa Loompa. My ass looks like a massive bearded jack-o'-lantern with just one nose. And I will be sporting an orange jumpsuit next month, not just as a tribute to the 2010 NCAA basketball champions, but also because I kind of got arrested for wagging my scrotum at a census worker. And that's what I got to wear when I pick up cans on the side of the turnpike. Now I'm about to give out for free my $1 million fail-safe college hoops bracket beat. Get a pencil, because this will only air once on the internet. When in doubt, use the team's name as slang for women's boobies. If it works, it speaks to a basic feminine weakness, and it means they suck. She had a massive set of Buckeyes. Get a load of them terrapins. She had huge Hoyas. Them Gonzagas had to be double Ds. Ask yourself, would a champion sound like a world-class pair of fake devil dumplings? The answer is no. I hope you found my NCAA bracket busting tips helpful. I have personally lost over $40,000 and one thumb using many of these very same techniques. Follow my lead, and you too will lose to some dumb bimbo who don't know jack crap about basketball and just filled out a bracket because a friggin' boyfriend told her to.
Welcome to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
Did you hear that, Patrick? He said the P word.
Well, that's good enough for me. I guess he's reconstituted.
Rehabilitated.
Gesundheit.
In return for money.
Man, there you go. I think we actually got this one a lot easier than the old one.
It sounds like a real,
Like we know what we're doing?
no. It'll never sound like
Well, welcome to the new and improved, maybe, P word.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
It's a little different.
But, it's definitely different. So let me turn this down just a slight amount. But
I like that.
so we are now multicasting to our Facebook, your Facebook page, the P word Facebook page, which is where this is.
That's pretty cool.
And it looks like the
See, and what's
closed
nice
captions are
about
even
that is when invites go out,
yeah.
people can go there and go, oh, it's here,
Yep.
as opposed to it's wherever, right?
And then it's Tom. He's already coming. Hey.
In other words,
See?
Very good. And we have Tom to thank from Tom's World.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to kill that music. And then I'm going to go back over to where the hell I was. And I'm going to, I've got to change back to me. I'm sorry. And Tom, I'm going to send you a link. So if you want to join us, we'll see how this all
See if it works.
comes together. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm wearing my spectacles tonight.
Yeah,
I can't see so good. So I thought I'd.
that's okay. Well, I mean, everything's like bright and shiny. I mean, we have a hell of a lot more wires now
Yeah, this
than
is.
we ever used to.
We're gonna have to put some more lights in here, though.
Yeah.
Uh,
But now we've got networking and we've got
we've got network
we got-
cable.
We've got networking cables. We have jumper. We have patch cables. We've got another monitor. I mean,
Yeah.
everything here.
It's crazy.
So,
It's crazy.
oh man. So, are we? Yeah. Let me put that
give me
over
the
there.
pen.
Oh, we're signing something.
Yeah. Okay, get that out of there.
I brought some. I don't want to call them props, but I brought down 2 books,
I
Jim,
saw that.
about King of Prussia. Pretty interesting books. And I'm sure that I don't know. Tom probably just went out of the room, so maybe I should
Yeah.
wait for him. But I brought these because
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe if he looked at some of these books in the bookstore and maybe bought a couple, they might be helpful for him when he does some of his research
Nice.
for his videos. So I'm speaking about Tom. This is Tom's World. It's a YouTube channel, and we are now. I guess you could say we're affiliated with This is Tom's World. He hooked us up with
He taught us how to do it for real.
for real.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're trying to lure him to our fair city and get him to come out here so we can do some videos with him here, expand his horizons beyond Lower Bucks and Northeast Philadelphia.
Mhm.
And some of these books, there's books like this. I'm going to hold it up to the camera. I don't know if you can see it, but they sell these at all the different bookstores. You can get these online, of course, too. They are this one's by Michael Morrison. but they're
I
by
met him a
various-
couple of times.
He used to own, his family owned Morrison's
Mhm.
Pharmacy in,
Yeah.
in Upper Merion, King of Prussia. But these books are done by various people, but they're published by one company, if I'm not mistaken, because they all have the same theming.
Yeah.
They have like the title, and it's it's got this little arch kind of thing, and then it's anyway. They have them for most municipalities around the in Pennsylvania. I think they do them around the country, but they have them for Ambler and they have them for South Philly, and there's just all these different things, and there's lots of pictures and all kinds of interesting stuff in these. And the book that Jim is holding is a then and now of King of Prussia, which is extremely interesting. And what's funny to me, I've lived in King of Prussia for 22 years now.
When I moved here, it looked like this.
That's the mall, right?
That's GE up there, and the mall's not there, but
yeah.
the signage and the mobile station,
Mhm.
that's the way it
And
looked when I got here.
That station, the Exxon station or whatever it
Luke
is.
Oil now.
Luke Oil, yeah.
And Exxon's behind it, but they used to be the post office back there. And then, but I mean, like these old ass
That's where
signs.
over there was the blind school, right?
Yeah. Well, at the point when I got here, it was a dirty bookstore.
Oh, nice.
So,
What better thing to replace a blind school with than a dirty bookstore?
well, yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of ironic.
We need one of those.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean,
Definitely. I hate having to drive all the way up.
I don't think
Collegeville.
bookstores work anymore though, because
Bookstores. I'm sorry. I think you meant dirty bookstores.
well, dirty bookstores in
No.
general.
I miss bookstores. I mean,
Get
the
it
last
online.
one I knew of was at Coventry, I think. And I mean, there's Barnes and Noble.
That's not a dirty bookstore.
No, but it's a bookstore. I'm going to do this now because
Oh.
we don't have anything to drink.
Well, that's because I was slacking and lacking.
That's okay. Oh, there he is.
Hey,
Hey, there he is. How you
what's going
doing,
on?
man?
On the board, and we can see you, and you can see us, and
wow. How
it's a
about
whole
that?
new world.
Thank you for putting us onto this because
No,
otherwise
no
we'd just
problem.
be, feeling around in the dark as usual.
And it's pretty easy to use. I mean, and like I said, you can watch a lot of YouTube videos about it to get like fine tuning of like the little nuances of it and stuff like that, like your whole brand tab and stuff like that, which obviously you've figured out because you have this up there.
A little bit. We're just
Look,
poking
he's
around.
even pointing in the right direction. 'cause
Oh,
he-
look, I am a seasoned live feed person,
So
not
listen,
just on my
Tom,
own.
I've got a job for you next week. We're going to do the weather, and I'm going to, you'll be able to,
Yeah, we'll
So
do
we
a
have
green
we have
screen.
these gentlemen here, and we have the P word up here.
that
And
was
this is
always
Tom's
fun for me.
world back here and right
Yeah,
here.
exactly. I didn't work. I volunteered. I
Mm.
was an intern at Channel 6 for 1 year.
Wow.
It was 1984 into 1985 during my senior year in school, and I worked with Gary Papa. I was a sports intern.
Wow, that was back when Jim
People have-
O'Brien was still alive.
It was the year after he had passed. or the
I
year-
thought that was the late 80s.
it was 1983, I believe, when he passed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow.
And
You're old now.
I know it was a youngin, but
his name was still on the stationery and all that stuff. They didn't get all the pieces of paper down, like they had like a phone list.
yeah,
And
oh yeah.
the where I worked was the old AM radio station, which had moved out of the building. It was 56 WFIL, because
WFIL, yeah.
Channel 6 used to be WFIL in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And they used to have the radio station and the TV station all in one place. So where a lot of the microwave equipment was, and a lot of the recording equipment for the people that were doing electronic news gathering was in the old radio station. So I worked in the old booth and would run the VCRs in those days, or I think they called them video VTRs. And
They were those big clunky things we had at school that they
yes,
don't go near it. That cost a lot of money.
and Jim's name was
Yeah.
still on the phone list in there. And I don't know if they just didn't see it. I didn't.
They might have just
dare
not-
touch
Well,
it.
it's like my a friend of mine told me his mother answered the phone, and Father Fisher, or guy
Yes.
we both know,
Mhm.
his mom passed away, and a mutual friend of ours, his mother was good friends with her. So when somebody called and said she was dead, she's on the phone. She's got the phone. Oh, really? And she's got her address book, and she's just
Busting them out. Oh no, that's terrible.
it's like
Well-
updating it immediately. It's like kind of sick.
I
Get
unfriended
another
you.
toothpick. All right.
What do you think?
Let me see.
So we're doing the beer real quick
Oh,
because
yeah,
we
okay.
really need a drink. It's
We're
just
thirsty.
from Brooklyn Brewery. This is one of my absolute favorite beers in the world.
Oh, it's great.
Brooklyn Brown.
We had this years ago.
We didn't because I haven't
Not
been,
on the air.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find this.
Maybe New Year's one year.
Because they seem to have every Brooklyn in the universe, like Brooklyn IPA, Brooklyn pineapple up the butt cake flavor.
I remember
not-
that.
That
was a good
sounds
one.
tangy.
Yeah,
It was very tangy.
when I was a bartender, when I was back in college, this was the flagship. This is what you got, and it was like, what the hell is this beer? It's not Schmitz.
I think this is one of the beer. When I lived in East Falls in Philadelphia,
Mm.
there was a brewery, not a what do you call it? A distributor, right? Is that what they
Sure,
called
yeah.
it back in the around the corner from me? And I believe they had Brooklyn,
Yeah, it's
but it wasn't Brown. So, but-
Skull.
yeah, cheers, buddy.
Well, it's not the same, but here.
Yep, there you go. Oh, you got some Molson there.
Mm.
Oh, that's kick ass.
Molson Ice is my
Okay.
brew.
This is now
Yeah, dog drinking.
officially the number one beer we've ever
Yeah.
spilled on my pants.
This one is like Ellie's. Ellie's makes it's an Avery Brewery makes Ellie's brown ale.
Mm.
It gives us a run for the money. Those two are like up there on
See,
the top
this
of the
isn't just your
ziggurat.
typical brown ale, though. This has a little tang on the end.
Yeah, this has a little bit of bitterness to it, so it's not
I
just
like
all
it.
malty. But it's really balanced well.
Mm.
It's dark as shit, which I like. I don't like beer I can see through usually.
See, I think
Wow.
beer should have a bitterness to it. You know, it's
A little
it
bit.
shouldn't be
but not-
sweet. I mean, maybe once in a
No,
while
no,
in,
no,
the, in the
yeah.
summertime, maybe a fruitier tasting beer, maybe.
I
Maybe.
like that in the
But
summertime.
the problem is now you've got either an IPA which tastes like you're drinking Pine Sol sometimes
Yeah,
because they get
sometimes.
crazy,
yeah.
and
Or
and-
you're
and
drinking
honestly,
a pine cone.
yeah, and even
Yeah.
like red IPAs, I do like. I really enjoy those. We had one on here the other day.
Mhm.
Really like those. But after a couple of them, you're just like,
Yeah, but after
tastes
three,
like
you
my
don't care.
mom's floor. you know,
After three, you don't
Yeah.
care.
still,
It
but
doesn't matter. Just keep them
yeah,
coming.
But it's either that or there were like when we were looking for we found these over at Kunda Beverage. So thank you, Kunda. We were walking through there and I we're looking around and Bree turns around and she's like, "Oh my God, it's like chocolate milkshake ale." I'm like,
Ew.
just get away from that. Don't even be seen with it. There might be
Chocolate has no place in beer. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, like,
Oh,
what is it? Yingling does that Hershey porter.
It's
Ugh.
okay. I don't like porters
Uh,
generally.
I don't mind porters, but porters should
I
be
do not.
dark and evil and a little bitter, not
I don't
taste
like
like
porters
chocolate.
and I don't like sours.
No,
typically.
sours are disgusting. They taste like what they are, somebody's feet.
And I don't
Yeah.
like anything that's like got too much hops in it because as I'm older, it's like that causes too much heartburn. It's like
Oh,
no.
God knows I have enough.
Yeah,
of
I
that.
mean, it's like when I was at Valley Forge Brewery, they had Red Coat Ale, and it was they didn't call them IPAs because it wasn't like they made beer on a bet. It was just a hoppy red ale.
Mhm.
And after like, I don't know, 5 or 7 of those, you're kind of like, I need something else.
Somebody moving your camera? I keep seeing it move like down a little.
Oh, there's a wire.
Is it
It's
jiggling?
not-
Am I
it is-
pulling
it
here?
oh no, it's about to collapse.
No, wait.
No, it is moving.
I know. I'm pushing my thing back. It's back.
You sure?
Yeah, I got it back in the sea of tranquility.
I thought, man, you got a cameraman?
Told you we
What the hell?
we should have put the extender on.
It's like I don't even have a cameraman, man. I am my
Um,
cameraman.
It's a little high. You bring it down some without breaking it.
That's the hard part.
Hey, that's a little high, man.
Oh, my.
Oh my God, what have we done? You want me to just yank it forward again?
No.
I think that's why I was doing that.
It's not. It's not. We need a new. We definitely need a new.
Or
Webcam?
just get a bunch of. Well, it's not the cam. It's this. It's the tripod. That's good. That's perfect.
Okay.
That's good enough. That's good enough for government
That
work. We're
works.
good.
All right.
You
Yep.
know, that's what a lot of my coworkers have said to me over time.
And too far
What's
to
that?
the other side, but that's
Good enough for government work. I work for the state. I work at a state park, and I've heard that terminology quite a bit.
Yeah, Stephen King likes that phrase. I got it from
Yeah.
him.
I missed everything.
You just said you were saying how was I? I said good enough for government work.
Oh, okay.
And I said I've
Yeah.
heard that term quite a bit at my job.
Yeah, but we don't do politics, so we'll just back away from.
No, we stay
Yeah.
away from that on air.
Yeah.
Privately,
no,
it's a whole nother
Me
Oh,
story.
too.
privately, we hate so many of you fucking people.
I feel you. I feel you.
So, Tom, you were probably out
E
getting your,
pluribus unum, you pricks.
getting your
Oh, sorry.
studio ready there. And so
My studio is my computer room. That's it. That's just,
It's a studio.
That's why we're
This
deep,
is always there.
all how you present
we're
it. my
deep
boy.
underground here in this bunker.
I don't know if you've ever seen any of these books in
Any bookstore, Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble has a
section of
whole
them.
section. There's
So does
literally
Target.
about 150 of these.
Yeah.
And they are tailored to multiple places. You know, you can find Ambler, Southwest Philly. I have one upstairs about the Torresdale area of Philadelphia.
which is not far from where I am. Actually.
I am quite aware, which is why I brought that one up in particular. And I'd be glad to share them and show them to you.
Cool.
And
I probably
they would-
probably
they would-
covered some of the stuff in there too.
that's the thing. Some of these books would help you in your
Yeah.
research, and it could help you, you know, before you go to a new place. And in particular, you know, I of course brought down books tonight that are about King of Prussia.
Right.
That photo,
Yes.
that is
You
in
took it?
it's in Angelo's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, that makes
So-
sense.
That's in Angelo's. These are
So
pictures
these
of
are
the mall from when
really
I was
neat.
a mall rat.
Tom, these books they delve into the history of an area. They'll tell you a little bit about the history. They'll also show you pictures of things the way they were and sometimes the way they are
Look
now.
at that! Look at that
Mm.
huge cock.
Easy there, fella.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the one that's now
Huge
in
cock.
Bridgeport.
Big cock.
They moved that.
No, it's here.
They moved
They
it to
moved it?
Bridgeport. It's a new one on Henderson Road.
Oh yeah. They made it because the
the
old
feet
one,
got cracked.
the kids kept fucking with it, and they got
Yeah.
tired of sending it to a body shop to get fixed. So they made
so
the
the
new
kids
one out
were
of
fucking with a
aluminum.
cock. And,
They kept making the cock purple.
well, if you hold it too tight, that'll happen.
Well, yeah,
mean-
rubber bands will do that too.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Yeah. That's
That
what I
reminds
heard.
me. I had to
too.
do a Google
tried it
search on
myself.
masturbation and a sock because I did not
Oh,
understand that. But
Nice.
we'll talk about that.
Well,
later.
it's less cleanup, I guess.
I
yeah.
guess, but I've just never been. I don't want to
Touch
develop a fetish about my sock. I just,
Touch it.
Yeah.
Touch it.
Your sock can stand on its own.
yeah, I don't
Oh.
want to do that. Never made sense.
So Jim, thank you for you know, I haven't had much to drink lately.
Well, now you do. There's a
So
whole
this
bunch
is
more
good.
here.
Yeah.
Those words
I-
will never come out of my mouth.
Well, I got a blood test recently, and I get them all the time, Tom, because I have high cholesterol
Oh,
biologically,
well, yeah, me too.
and so I'm on all kinds of medication for that, and it doesn't matter. I can eat water. I could just drink water, and my cholesterol. will be
Wait, you
high.
eat water? How
It's
the
Upper
hell do you pull
Merion
that
water.
off?
Drink it. Well, there is some sediment in the. Upper
I mean, I guess if it's ice, you could eat it. Right?
So you know, it some of my numbers have been on the rise. So I'm going to try an experiment where I do the beer tasting on Tuesday, and I will drink Friday and Saturday, and I'm going to try and abstain the rest of the week. That is going to be very difficult. I am
I've
used
tried
to
that.
having a drink once a night.
The hard part is going home after this and not drinking a pint of rum
Oh,
Yes.
because I'm like, well, it's Tuesday. I've already fucked up.
There has been times where I thought, you know, I'll only drink on date night with Stephanie.
Mhm.
And then on the weekends when we go out, which is usually like one night during the weekend, if we go out. And I thought that'll be it. I just won't drink anymore. And then the very next day I get done work. First thing I do is I open a beer. I'm like, well, I
And
guess I'm
that's-
not doing that.
That's what my wife and I were talking about. That we were talking about habits and routine. So
Yep.
I am going to buy some near beer to keep in the house so that at least
Dual-
Check
Jules
the
Amber is
cholesterol
very
levels
good.
of those too, though.
I'm not worried about the cholesterol levels because the medication I'm on is crushing that.
Mm.
However, my numbers for my liver and my kidneys are slightly to dangerously elevated, I guess is what you would say. So I'll be meeting with my doc next Tuesday.
Basically, they've told him not to piss over an open flame.
Right.
Well, yeah. Or
So I
near
might be- I
anybody.
might be a little behind the ball or ahead of the
Yeah,
ball. I don't
right.
whatever.
Did we talk about balls?
Next week for the show, my appointment's at 4:00. So,
Okay. Oh.
but so I'm just going to try a little experiment and see what's what. See if we can get those numbers to drop a little bit, and it's going to
It'll
cut into
work.
my lifestyle.
That's what I did when I worked for my father. I became an alcoholic, and like I was drunk every night.
I did that for caring for my father.
Well, no, I was just working for him. But and then I had a blood test, and they're like, Kind of like what you were saying, like
Just
"Oh, hi."
slightly, but it's
They're like your
it's-
alcohol blood level is a little high.
Yeah, and they're like, well, do you exercise? I'm like, yeah, every day. What do you do? I walk or run about at least
Yeah,
2
I
miles.
exercise. I do this every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
12-ounce lifts. But
Up.
but no, I mean I do, and it wasn't like I changed anything, and it was just drinking. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, so I'm not. I used to always say like, you go to the doctor. Do you drink? Yes. What kind of drinker are you? Social.
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 Yeah.
You go out, you get.
I don't
wasted.
drink a fifth of Jack every night anymore.
Only drink in public.
Now I drink 2/5.
So it was okay when I did the 3, but so maybe 5.
See,
I don't know.
You have to do the Bill Cosby voice.
It kind of did
I
sound
would
a
have
little
to
like it.
work on that.
It's kind of like a drunk Bill Cosby there.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of a Bill Cosby going on right there. And we do some major dancing on your face. And
So it's funny. So I played up, this is related to a story for those that are tuning in for the first time. We were talking about Graterford Prison because my band,
I had an
Old
uncle
School,
there.
was playing at the Gravel Pike, which is right down the street from the Graterford Prison complex.
It's a lovely place.
So we started talking about Bill Cosby, and that's
is
how
that where they
old-
took him?
That's where they had him.
They had
him
him
at
at
Oh,
Gra-
really?
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
even
okay.
realize that.
So I drove up there when I was beta testing the Mustang. I took Nance and we went in for a ride and went.
Oh, I thought you meant to the
went-
prison.
We did. We went right by
Right
the
by-
prison.
Oh, just to be a dick. Like, look what
No,
I
no,
got.
I didn't
Look
know
what
where-
freedom's like. You piece of
Honestly,
shit.
didn't know it was. If you go past the Gravel Pike on Route 23 or
Three?
29,
Wow.
I don't know.
They're both the same.
You go up a bit, and then you hang a right, and then the complex is up there
Mhm.
somewhere.
Come on into my cell and I'll show you my pudding pop.
Yeah, his pudding pop's in his house now. So
Yeah, I
he's-
know. They
I wonder if
They
he
should.
was living right off the Tuckety Creek Parkway. His house, he has a house over there.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
Philly
know.
captain has been by there, I believe.
I saw that video.
I just took away from it. I just say if you're gonna rape somebody, at least go blind or
That was one of the videos that I think I discovered him through because I lived very close to Tuckety Creek Parkway growing up, and we spent a
Wow.
lot of time down there.
Imagine that on your show. I was the first one to bring up the Philly captain. How about that?
Mhm.
That's something different.
Oh boy.
Oh, I had to bust your balls last week, by the way. I couldn't help myself. You said the Philly captain so many times. I'm like, no, you're mispronouncing that. It's pronounced this is Tom's world.
Well, you're the Bucks County, Philadelphia Tom's World guy.
That's right.
you can be the King of Prussia commander.
The King of Prussia commander. What am I
Yeah.
commanding?
I don't know. You
Commander of
can be the, you
nothing.
can be the
The
King of
Prussia
Prussia.
of
It's not very
kings.
PC anymore.
What do I say about this show? It's the dumbest show on the internet.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the dumbest.
I don't know. I'm
You
pretty
only
sure
say
I've
that
been on
because
some of the
people call
dumber
us idiots.
You know, and I stole that too.
Yeah, just because
You know
people.
who I stole that from?
Oh, I know exactly who you stole it from.
Hoovy.
Who?
Hoovie's world. Hoovy. He does a car show,
Oh, I was thinking of a
Um,
person we know
and
who called us idiots.
no, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But this guy Hoovy, he has a very, very, very successful car show, and he actually has a show on Motor Trend and all these other things. But he calls his video blog the dumbest broadcast on the internet.
Oh, okay.
But he refers to it in the vernacular that pertains to doing video.
Well, it's kind of like Mad Magazine and their masthead.
I have to change it now because we're not a podcast anymore.
Sure, we are.
Well, yeah, but there's
Well, you
there's-
have your podcast, but you were
We're still
also doing video.
We're just podcasting live.
Oh, I see. Is
I
that
mean,
how-
what else are you going to call this?
Or
Live
some people call it a
podcast?
vodcast, like a video.
Yeah,
set,
see that
yeah.
bothers me. I don't like.
Yeah,
So
I,
we're the dumbest vodcast.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I just call them shows when I do lives, like not just on my channel, but like I do it for my friend Dom and I. We have a show, Dom and Tom's World, that we haven't done quite a lot lately, but we would have different people on there and interview them. I think I mentioned that before. And I've been on multiple other people's shows. I told you guys about the Things Network when I was on there.
Yeah.
I still go
It was
on there. They're doing a show
natural.
tonight, but I'm probably not going to be on there. They're deviating away tonight from the horror films, and they're doing a horror video game. The original Resident Evil. It's like, well, I
Yeah.
stopped playing video games by that point, really.
So you don't have a lot to add to the conversation.
No, I could bring some comedic value, especially after a few beers. God knows there's been a lot of shows I did.
I think you
theirs
just
that I
come
don't-
up and we go into the Sweetbriar Park and do like a Blair Witch thing.
What I would
You
like
could
to
do
do,
that.
and quite in all honesty, Jim, and we've discussed this before, especially now that we have the
'Cause
video.
You can snot on demand, right?
Yeah, well, the bats might come in.
Yeah,
you know.
that's fine.
I would like to do this as a remote broadcast at like Screwballs.
Yeah, we could do that.
I want to. I think we.
As
Can
long as you got Wi-Fi, you should be. Able
Yes,
to-
I
Well, see, that's going to be a problem.
we might be able to plug into their system.
or yeah, if you
Yes,
can
but they have-
hardwire into their system, it's even.
They
better.
have radio stations come in there and do it.
I mean, I would think if we do it, it'd probably be a lot easier to just video the thing and then throw it up. I don't know that we'd be able to do anything live.
They do it live, man. These radio stations.
We'd have to
come
talk
in-
to Tom and figure out how to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the other
but
Tom,
it's-
the guy that
The other
owns the
Tom, yeah.
place.
Yeah, because honestly, their Wi-Fi doesn't even let me connect to their friggin' jukebox,
Yeah,
and then I get
know,
angry
I
and
have some issues
you know,
sometimes.
makes me drink more. So it's a good business plan.
It's working out well.
I don't
By
see
the way,
why
we-
it wouldn't be possible. I mean,
I like. Oh, you did like an '80s.
I did an '80s vibe on our
I would
YouTube page.
keyline it in the light blue all around the perimeter.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm just saying, I'd make it more visible.
Well,
Now,
it's not. That's not
sort
the
of
whole
looks
thing.
like part of the F word.
Yeah, it's not the whole thing. Though,
I see.
because so that's why. I
You know,
had
I'm
to do
saying
it.
around the letters. Keyline the letters in the light blue all the way around the perimeter.
But they're faded. They're done.
I
already.
know, but you can't read it.
I can read that. You can't read that because
It's-
you're looking at it from the side.
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
This is
can
what I
read
do
it.
for a living, Jim. Trust
That's what
me.
I used to do for a living
so
too.
like you're
Paul.
looking to get like an outer glow on the letters to make the
Yes.
letters stand out more.
I like it. I don't know. It's
I
got
like it. I'm just
it's-
asking
it's
you to
got a-
keyline.
It's got a whole silk stockings look to it, man. Leave
Whatever.
you send me something and I'll
Send it to me. I'll fix it.
I've been working, man. I did like our little stupid watermark up
I know
here.
you're a busy dude.
I should be working for my real job when I'm doing this shit.
Don't say that on the air.
What?
You don't want. What if they're
I'm
listening?
a prostitute. I'm
All right,
Well,
listen, he's a porn
yeah.
star. All right, I it's out there now.
hey man.
He's multitasking. It's going in. It's
People-
going out. He's typing. He's
people
going
like
in. He's
freaky
going
I
out.
shit.
mean, listen, they may call him Slim Jim, but they're just talking girth. They're not talking length.
Yep, it's
You know.
it's not a lot of girth, but but I
Right,
do a lot of
it's-
foot fetish.
He's
videos.
hung like a
It's the-
pencil.
It's the push
know?
that counts.
Yeah, it's the endurance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Shackleton's ship.
Yeah. No. You're legendary. There was a story about you.
I actually had that conversation at work one time. This one guy's a NFL player. He's like, he was talking about I don't know. He's going on about his sexual prowess. He's like, how long you gone? I'm like,
He has to use his fingers. It's okay.
5 minutes.
about 9 hours.
9 hours.
And he's like, how'd you do that?
Well, I
And I
was,
was
a
like,
teenager.
I said it's like a Japanese meal. Little courses, but a lot of them.
Yes. There were breaks in between. Otherwise,
Wow.
Not breaks, but I took a break.
Captain Happy would fall over.
Yeah, but you just do if you find something else to do. You get a magazine, you read an article.
Mr. Perry, we need to discuss the blood clots in said.
That just makes it bigger.
Mm.
It's fine.
Well, we've jumped the community standards once again.
No, that's been there from the beginning.
Has it? All right. Wait. Let me address
I
it.
could bring up the whole
What-
testicle conversation I've
Who were
been
you
dying to
talking
have,
about again? All right.
but we have the technology to do that.
Oh,
now.
Stephanie Sky's in the house, just as we were
Yo, hey.
discussing Jim's prowess.
in testicles.
Yeah.
But-
Testiculars.
Yeah,
See, he's got the back.
I have
going.
photos
Oh,
of
look at
testicles
me.
here.
What do you got? What do you
I
got?
was going to do a whole rant about
That,
this.
what? No.
Why? I
You're
can
going to
put
show pictures of that?
why? They're not mine.
Yeah, but no.
Oh,
They'll be
No.
I
blurred.
knew you'd shoot it down.
That's just
I'll bring it in on paper
use
next
the word
week.
shoot.
Mhm.
Oh.
See, now he's got to make an OnlyFans.
Not me.
Don't
No,
touch it.
I got those from the Paul's Wang OnlyFans page.
That's right.
Don't touch it.
Sorry, it's Paulie's Wang at
Better.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, it is Paulie's Wang. Yes.
In other words,
I don't know. Wait a minute. Do you really want credit for that on this? Because I
No.
don't see a Wang. That's
Yeah.
just balls, man.
Yeah, I don't. Nobody cares.
Wow.
No, but there's a reason for this. There's science behind this.
I don't want to know.
All
And certainly, I don't want to learn about it now.
right.
He's got a 32.5 pound scrotum.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't have. Anyway, I want to shout out some congratulations to Rat Rod. They've picked out a new singer.
That's true.
So I have the guy's name here. Let's go look it up. We'll just
Okay.
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 Hold on, I'm getting to Rat Rod,
Mhm.
and maybe we'll play a bit of their music as well.
Are we allowed to do that?
I don't know. That's the problem.
You'll find out.
Well, the finding out's the
Is
hard
it
part.
something that someone else owns the rights to?
The most they can do is like on the live, it won't be muted, but on the playback, the music will be muted.
Yeah, and we're not monetizing this yet. By the way, anybody who is listening, please go to our
With
YouTube
6
page and
subscribers,
like
I
the shit out
highly
of it.
doubt you are monetized.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying we just started, man. Come on.
So I'm going to give a shout out to these guys as Rat Rod, and I'm not going to play it yet, but they have found a singer, and his name is Jeremy Hugo, and he was formerly of the band Betty White Trash. Now I'm sure it's a band back in the 80s, I'm sure, but they have a new singer now, and it's pretty exciting. My band Instinct and even Old School, we've played a lot of shows, especially Instinct, a lot of shows with Rat Rod over the years in some of the local venues. And Old School played with them last year down in Maryland for the pre-party for M3, and that was pretty exciting. That was a fun night. They're playing again this year. They'll be at the pre-party at Shepherd's something tap house or whatever it's called. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
It's not one I've ever been to.
But if you want to check them out, I don't know any other shows that they're doing, but they are supposed to play the pre-party. So I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know. I'm going to probably be down there around that time. I don't know if we're going to make the pre-party, my wife and I, but we're going to be down there because Old School, man. We're playing the parking lot. We're doing the tailgate.
It's the best part of the
Saturday.
whole concert.
So-
Really.
So it's funny, Tom. So my band, we did a bunch of tailgate parties down there for M3 to the point that they know who Old School is inside the venue. Because
well, I knew who you guys were. when
Well,
you-
people will be yelling at us for wearing the shirts,
yes,
especially on the second day when they kind of stank.
sorry,
I only have the one. You didn't give me Betty Ann's shirt. She's gonna lop something
you
off,
can
man.
take it. It's actually packed in the car, but I think I have one hanging in the other room.
All right, we'll deal with this because I don't want to get murdered.
So Old School did the parking lot, and that led to us playing an off-site thing called Sleazy Slimy Sunday, which was the Sunday after. Because back in those days they didn't have Sundays, and we played on a bill with LA Guns and a bunch of other.
Oh,
singer
wow.
from Tesla was there, and a whole bunch of bands. And then we went back and did the parking lot again, and then we played the pre-party last year, which was a pretty big deal. There were a shit ton of bands on that bill, and that was a lot of fun. And this year, Shaky and I sat down and spoke about it, and we decided we wanted to do the parking lot again because first of all, we get to play about 2 hours, and it's fun for us. And let's be honest, it's really about us having a good time.
Nothing about the audience.
So we have a tent that we're gonna. Well,
They're gonna pitch.
We're gonna bring a tent down, which we've done in the past. I got a new tent for the band. We'll have a generator to power the band as we always do, and we'll be in the parking lot around 9 a.m. I think it's May 4th.
9 a.m. That's
9 a.m.
May 4th.
Yes,
That's a holy Star Wars holiday.
maybe 5th.
that's one of the M's in M3.
I guess I should
May
look
the
up
4th
the
be with
actual
you.
date.
Yeah.
Let's see the.
By the
dates.
way, really quickly while you're doing that, I was watching Star Wars today, the original.
Oh wow,
movie.
A New Hope,
Yeah, I was watching it, and
which didn't
came
have
up-
that title back in the day. It was just
no,
Star
no,
Wars.
that pisses me off. But
Yeah,
and I hate the revisionist crap. But
yeah.
it was funny. Like it came up on Disney, and which annoys me. God, it's
Yeah, I know they
like a
own
knife in my
Star Wars.
freaking head. But it came up like PG.
PG.
It's PG. Star Wars was
What?
PG.
Yeah,
Was it always PG?
It was always PG. But it came up PG.
Was that because of Carrie Fisher's nipples?
No, that's on my site. And
That's in the
this
third
is this is what cracked me up. PG for mild violence and smoking.
Oh no! In the
The
original
chick
Star
in the
Wars?
cantina was smoking.
Oh Jesus!
He was like smoking a hookah or something. Because I'm a humongous nerd, I know that.
That sounds racist.
But what cracked me up was I'm
Smoking
thinking
a hookah.
the smoking bit was kind of funny. Like, okay, yeah, definitely have to get parents' permission to see it smoking, see an alien blue chick smoke. But
Yeah, does
mild,
that count?
mild violence.
Well,
5 minutes later,
all right.
Darth Vader's breaking a dude's neck and throwing him against the wall. Is that
and,
mild?
And Greedo
Oh, fuck that Greedo. Fucking Greedo. But I mean, like,
killed him outright, man.
but I mean, I think the most violent thing that happened was him strangling the dude.
oh yeah, it was great.
That isn't mild violence.
It was great.
I mean, I have done that.
I
to
loved that.
I've done that to
It
somebody.
was great.
I did pick somebody up
It
and
was great.
do that
I
strangle
love
thing.
that. It was great.
But it's when I was a kid and he
I
was
love that.
littler than me. But yeah,
And I liked when C-3PO was violating R2-D2.
when did this happen? You're thinking of the Empire Strips Back.
Oh, that's
That's that ad on Facebook.
there's a
That Ted, that used to be right next to Edward Penis Hands in the porn section.
I used to work at a video store, and it always cracked me up. There was always a parody that would come out of whatever.
Yeah,
one
and
of the
they're
awards.
somewhere like on Golden Blonde.
Yes,
That
I
was one of
remember
my
that.
favorite
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
the Flint Bones. You know, that's another one I remember.
And then
So
I went to a party once and a guy whipped out a tape and I'm like, chicks with dicks for. Where's the poetry?
Chicks with dicks for what?
I don't know. Just I don't even know why he had it.
poor old Richard. So
Jesus.
it's May 4th and May 5th this
Mhm.
year. And
Right.
May 4th at around 9 a.m. I'm going to push maybe for 10 because it's a little early in the morning.
Excuse me. When I went the first year, I got there at
6.
6. Yeah.
I was there at 6:15,
Yeah. No, you were not.
maybe 7.
I had been there.
You
for,
were the first one there.
I was the first one there, and then John showed up.
John's the
and,
old bass
and
player.
then we migrated around to figure out where we're going to be. Then I got a beer.
And then we faced the band away from the venue.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we were facing.
Oh yes, you were the first year.
Yeah.
You were. Yeah, you were facing
and
away.
now
from
there's
the-
condos there.
That's fucking crazy.
There's a town center where we.
Why would you live there?
Why
you
not?
imagine-
I don't know. Maybe
It's,
it's,
like
nice.
town center here. Why would you want to live there? Why would you pay like what $2,500
It's a
bucks
lot
for a
of money.
studio?
I wouldn't mind living there, but I wouldn't want to
I
spend
wouldn't want
money.
to live there.
I would.
That'd be like living over a place on the boardwalk. It
I would
sounds
like
a
to
good
have
idea.
a place that I could just go there and then just walk to dinner. But
But then you're
I
like,
could Uber.
okay, now I
I
need to
don't
get
know.
some sleep, and there's some drunken. I said I'm drunk.
yeah, but they're upscale drunks.
Oh my
Mm.
God.
And if you go to LA Fitness, you can get shot.
That's like we went down to CIL one year. Bree and I took our wave runner down. Like we're gonna have this great time. We rented an apartment.
What's this go to?
That's your old phone cable.
So we don't need this anymore.
No, don't fuck with it now. You'll knock other things out, and we'll
Yeah.
be off.
Camera
the
will come down.
Yeah, but
I
we
had
were
something I
we
wanted
were
to
like
tell
right next to the Springfield Inn.
Oh, okay.
So like, and in the first before we even checked into our apartment, like I had broken my neck on the wave runner, like literally broken my neck.
Okay.
And I was in a lot of pain.
That explains a couple things.
So I
too.
was trying to get some sleep, and all night I said drunk.
Was this in Wildwood?
No, it was Sea Isle,
Oh,
right
Sea-
next to the
He
Springfield.
said
Inn.
Sea Isle. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where that
So I mean,
is.
it got to the point where I was like throwing
sound like
boiling
Wild
water
Wood.
out the fucking window at these bitches. Like,
Okay.
go away. And then the last night we were there, I said, like, do you want to just go home? Well, don't you want to sleep? I'm like, I don't know. Are we gonna sleep? Well, let's go home. Let's go back to the place and see what it's like. We walk back, full scale riot in progress on our street. Like guys like punching other guys that are inside a door with a glass and going through the glass, and riot, people running around the street hitting each other. And I said, yeah, let's pack up and get the hell out of here. So this old couple owned the place we were staying. They lived downstairs. We knocked on the door and said, yeah, we're going to give you the key. We're going to get the hell out of here. They're like, why?
Oh, that's normal.
Shit. Look.
It's not something you think you would hear from like Sea Isle City that there's a riot. Like we're here
It's-
live in Sea Isle City where a riot has broken out, and like
Like, oh, look at those dumb bitches break their heels.
now,
Yeah, I
Wild
mean,
Wolf,
it-
sure,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Child,
But I mean, it was just the worst place to be. And,
Hmm.
it just sucked. It
And
was
you
like,
wonder why I go to Vegas every year.
well, I mean, I usually go to Wildwood. A lot of people give me shit for
Yeah,
it, but I like Anglesey. I like North Wildwood.
Well, speaking of like
well,
those
I
type
was
of
there
things,
for Irish weekend. As a matter of fact, I was at
Exactly.
the Anglesey pub watching some guy
Ah.
from Ireland on Irish weekend that Stephanie is actually good friends with. I forget what his name is. Patsy something.
That sounds right.
And he's awesome. He really is, and he's a great guy. But yeah,
That's an
hard to deny.
amazing pub down there. The Anglesey.
I've
pub.
never been.
Oh my
on
God.
Irish weekend, you're lucky to even get a place to stand.
Yeah.
down there.
I want to play down there.
Yeah,
Irish Weekend, you should.
Yeah.
There
There's
are
plenty of bands
places.
that play down there.
There's
Yeah.
a place right next to my
Of course, I want to do it for.
in return for money.
yeah. Well, next to my dad's
Well-
condo, there's a place. I forget the name of it. Not the Matador, whatever. But they have a lounge up there, and
anymore.
they sing there.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Actually saw the Malarkey Brothers down there too. They're pretty famous as far as Irish bands go. And,
Yeah, Irish Weekend.
Stephanie, them too.
Oktoberfest is great too.
I have not been there for October.
We're gonna try to go down for Oktoberfest because it's my kid's birthday.
They do a fireman's weekend.
It'll be
Yeah.
It'll be her 21st birthday. We love Oktoberfest. My wife can drink now. It's like win-win-win.
Yeah.
See,
So remember you had an Instinct show. We were down there and we wore the Instinct shirts on the boardwalk and like gave you a thumbs up.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But that wasn't when I was doing the voiceovers for there, was it?
No, that was later. I did hear that.
Please exit the boardwalk.
I was walking down the boardwalk drunk as shit, like, shut up, Adler.
I did,
Why is he? I hear where's
watch the tram car, please.
they did it. My wife's company, and she's now back with them. They restored the tram cars. When they upgraded the tram cars, they needed that watch the tram car thing updated.
It has to be the same. No, it should be the same voice.
It's the
always,
same
forever.
woman. They had it.
Yeah,
they
they-
just scraped bits of it
they
together
had
until
to-
they got a
Her-
whole.
Nancy's boss had to pull the recording and resave it and then program it in for the new
Is
tram
that
cars.
lady even still alive?
She
don't
just
know.
passed away a few years ago.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. What they did was they went to the tram cars that had they scavenged hunks of it that worked from different trams.
Well, yeah, because some of them
put it
had
together.
messed up
Well,
recordings.
you could
You'd be like,
ask
watch the
Kirk
tram
to
car,
tell the
please.
actual
Yeah.
story.
That's what I heard they were doing because they didn't have.
He got a hard drive out of something. and
Yeah.
lifted it.
They didn't have. What I
There's
what I
no
heard-
they. It's her company saved it.
Well, they are a they because they are not me. So they are they and I am me. So
That sounds
What
like
I'm
a
saying
Beatles
is-
song.
the tram cars there were from the article I read, whether or not it's true or not, I don't know. It could be
They
Fox.
are
I don't know
they
how
and
true it
I
is. But they didn't have an entire but like at the point when they did that, it was like the guy would hit the button and be like and you just got the hell out of the way.
Yes.
So they cobbled together the
That may
bits.
have been Mark One. This is like when they
They
did
just had to
some
get
up-
a clean
this is
recording of all of
recently
the
they had-
words.
They had to get an
Yeah.
upgrade.
And then they
Now
and
they're
I think-
changing it to
Well, that-
something more friendly.
Oh, fuck that.
There
That
was a
was
news
that was
story.
on no, it should be like get the fuck out of the way. But
Right.
watch
Or-
the tram car, please is fine.
Better yet, it used to be back in the day. I remember the tram cars went. I don't know if it's still that way. It's been a while since I've been in Wildwood, but there was lines where the trams would go one way
Yeah.
and lines where the trams would go. If people just didn't walk in those lines,
Yeah.
they'd be okay.
Yeah, well,
Well, I walk in
it's
the
a little
line.
There you
difficult
tell
for
me
the-
where to walk.
I walk in the lines, but I walk
I'll walk the line.
I walk toward the tram that's coming toward me. Because the
No,
tram
that makes sense.
the trams drive on the opposite side from the way you drive.
Yeah.
So I walk on the right hand side, so the tram's always coming toward me. So I think one of the last times we were down there, we're walking down the tram pathway, and some girls on one of those giant, like, carriage bicycle things. They kept ringing the thing and being like, could you move? And I was like, fuck you, this isn't a bike lane. Go
So-
around.
Back in 20
And I got this huge argument with these girls, like they were like screaming, and my kids like,
Oh my
"Dad,
God."
stop." And I'm like, and then they came back, and I was like, oh look, there's those two bitches.
So back in 20, they needed a recording for the boardwalk. Tell
Yeah.
people to get off the boardwalk. I think this is one of them.
Should ask me for a recording. I'll give them one.
To the Wildwoods Boardwalk. We hope you enjoy the many sights and sounds of America's greatest oceanfront boardwalk. The Wildwoods Boardwalk encourages all of our guests to practice common sense, social distancing. Please stay to the right as you are walking and keep at least 6 feet between your immediate family members and other guests. Please respect the social distancing markers that many of our stores and restaurants have deployed. Together, we will have a fun and safe summer on the Wildwoods Boardwalk. Now he edited
And
that
also
down
get the
to take
fuck
my
out of the
words.
way.
But this is what was
We
used
don't
on
want
the-
to get
They
COVID.
fixed that. Now there's a couple of them here, so let's see what this one is. Hello and welcome to the Wildwoods Boardwalk. Did you know the famous Wildwoods Sightseer tram cars have been operating continuously on the Wildwoods Boardwalk since the summer of 1949? New this year, as part of our effort to practice good social distancing, The Wildwoods Boardwalk tram cars now have an app. Search for Wildwoods Tram Car in your app store. Download the app to purchase your discounted tram car tickets and for inside information about coming events in the Wildwoods. This cash-free system is another common sense social distancing innovation brought to you by the Wildwoods Boardwalk. So they were playing these. There were 3 recordings I did. And I had people calling me up. Hey, Paul, you're never going to believe this.
You're haunting me.
I swear I heard you on the boardwalk over the PA system. Like, well, you did. You did. That was me.
I'm everywhere.
Jim Naffis, welcome to the show and congratulations on your advancement that you've gotten from your doctor. That's pretty cool, man.
My doctor never gave me nothing.
I said Jim Naffis, not Jim Perry.
I know. That's what I'm saying. My doctor still never gave me nothing.
No,
My doctor takes from me, not gives me anything.
But yeah, so that was a thing back when everything was shut the fuck down.
When it first
Good for me.
when it first opened the fuck up, I was down there and heard that.
So they were still
They
playing.
were playing it to tell people to stay away from each other. You know, everybody was just ignoring that.
Hey, man,
Well, like
it was good for me.
Did you ever go down there and go through the haunted boat? There's like a ship at the end of Maury's. It's like a haunted attraction. You go through it. There's one there's one, you know,
I did not.
we were going through it, Kayla and I got to a part. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like I couldn't figure out where to go. There were just walls all around me, and I hit the wall and it was mushy. And you have to go between these like balloon, like bloated like pads, like balloons, and you're just like, you know, it's like you're being
that tight.
born. Yeah,
Oh.
and you're squishing through this thing, and I'm
and
like,
Jim's like, my daughter's here, and if she wasn't,
but I'm just thinking the whole time you're going through this, like, how many other
anybody
sweaty,
got the KY?
disgusting, you know, canker sore, cold
That's
sore,
just
barren
wrong.
pieces of shit went through here.
That was wrong.
Yeah.
Speaking of spooky
I'm gonna
stuff,
stab you in the knee, man.
Speaking of spooky stuff,
Mhm.
say that 3 times.
Speaking of spooky stuff.
I knew you could do it.
There you go.
It looks like I'm going to head down to Halloween Horror Nights again this year.
Oh, nice.
We took last year off. It looks like we couple that usually with visiting my mom, you know, because she lives near there.
because that's a horror. Yeah.
And well,
Yeah.
you know, she's in her 80s, man.
I mean, like my mom, it's a horror.
you know, so we make it a giant horror week. So we're gonna probably head down there. I don't know when we're doing this, but we've been talking about it this past week, and I am excited to announce that I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights. And there's a guy I know on here from our Halloween thing.
Mm-hmm.
He does a house around the corner from me. It's pretty scary. He goes every single year. I mean, like religiously reports back everything he sees. And,
Nice.
Wow.
Well, there's that thing coming up in Oaks too.
Yes, that's April 27th,
Something like that. Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not going to look for it now.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Neat.
Now, Tom, I will tell you a story about that.
That's
that
what I
is a
got.
business card.
Many years ago, I was at Dobbs and they were broadcasting. I don't know where it was going, but I was watching George Lynch live at Dobbs, and they had cameras all over the place. And I was taking the old school card and just blocking the camera. And he's my hero,
Nice.
man. I love George.
Be great if they had like a live feed going and you just did that.
I think they did, but I don't know where it was going live to. Live from the tuna can. It's George
There you
Lynch
go,
at
man.
Dobbs. I think that place got bought again and is going to try and reopen one more time.
It's making me sad now.
It's not working.
No, I don't get it. I mean,
No.
I don't think people go out.
Well, it's a very narrow stage.
Mm.
Very narrow. Instinct
you
actually had a gig booked there, and they closed like the week before we were supposed to play there.
I remember that.
It's the age old story. Whether I'm in old school or Instinct, it's always a
Pass was like that. It was a lot like the Nail, but it was like the stage was in their front window,
I've heard that.
and it was really tiny.
Yeah.
Because a friend of mine, his band played there, and I mean, he had like his drum kit was smaller than the one right here. I mean, he just had a very minimal kit.
They probably had one up, one down.
Yeah, I mean, he just took like the minimum amount of shit you could take, and then but they were still all
I have
smushed in.
2 up, 1 down.
They were tripping all over.
But I'm
each
not a
other.
drummer.
It was sad.
It happens.
Did you guys ever play at Nick's at all?
We play there all the time.
Really? Why have I never seen it come up at Nick? That,
Nick's Woodhaven. We're going to be there again. Let me see. Calendar. I'll tell you.
which band?
Old school. Instinct
Okay.
is an originals band, so we only play venues where bands get to play their own music.
Oh, okay.
If that makes any sense. at
No,
all.
it does. It
Mm.
does.
In fact, that's what the whole area used to be known for when there was the Empire Rock Club, and
Yeah.
those are the places we used to play. We used to play the Empire and the Galaxy and the Cell Block, and we
Ah, the
even
Cell
played the
Block.
Velvet and the Red Garter and all those.
The Cell
happy-
Block, the only place in town where you could be under 21 as long as you stayed on the other side of the fence.
That was only for the last year and a half. Now there were many years there where you had to be 21. And
Well, unless you were a female, then
And
they
I'm
would let
not.
you go.
that stuff happens. That's life.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's,
but it sucked for the younger guys whose girlfriends got to go in. And
oh, that was
I speak from experience.
they weren't your girlfriend anymore.
No, then not at least not that night anyway.
That's correct.
That was an episode of that 70s show.
So old school will be at Nick's Woodhaven. You can write this down in your little blotter there, or put it in your phone. May 10th. May
May
10th
10th.
will be at Nick's Woodhaven.
Well, we'll get a thing for it because I belong to their page too, so I get all the little notifications.
Oh, very cool.
I was just there last night with Stephanie. She just got back from her cruise on Sunday. She was in the Bahamas.
And she's
With
like,
her
I
mom.
need to go to Nick's and get a roast beef
Well,
sandwich.
We needed to hang out, and she just got done her first day of work after that cruise, so she didn't want to drive too far. I said, all right, let's just go to Nick's, because I had to give her birthday presents anyway. Her birthday was while she was on the cruise. And our usual bartender wasn't there, that big guy Mike that was there when you were there, which he's awesome. So we had some woman, a blonde named Ashley, and it was her birthday today actually. So the manager that was on at that time came over to me and Stephanie. He's like, listen, I know you guys are here every week. I just wanted to let you know we're going to sing happy birthday. I'm hoping you'll join us and blah, blah. I said, yeah.
That's cool.
So
Everybody
good
likes to know where they know their name.
I go down the
that's
street.
my new place.
I like
Yeah.
that place. So this is funny, Tom, but the original, not the original Nick's, but the original Nick's that I went to
The Cotman.
growing up was Cotman.
Yeah.
And I started going there when I was 17. And somehow we
We're
magically
a restaurant. It's fine.
we had this waitress. Her name was Edna. Everybody knew Edna.
She old.
She'd worked there for a very, very long time.
I've
Came
been
in
here
at
since the
72
beginning.
in World War II, didn't she?
She was something else, man.
Hmm.
And
She walked
I don't
around with a
know,
beer and a cigarette.
I've been
Magic-
here since the beginning, sweetheart.
kind of how she was. And she would sit with us, and magically beers would appear on our table. I don't know.
Wow.
So we used to go there a lot.
And somebody would drink them.
And then the next place we discovered, it was around when we were like 19, Sportsters
Oh, I love that place.
I
at
remember that.
Roosevelt Boulevard and Grant Avenue.
Yeah.
They, for some reason, it was just okay. We'd walk in and
It was never crowded.
we want the Funyun loaf or whatever it was,
Wait,
a giant
the cube.
of
Was that-
onion rings.
Was that like in the little strip of stores there?
Yes, right.
Yeah,
behind
and
the
then it
gas
became General Grant's.
No,
Maybe?
General Grant's is on the other side of the street in the long
Oh.
strip. This is in the
Okay.
rectangular strip that was on the corner.
Okay.
we
just
had
the-
we had one here, and it was never crowded.
this
like-
Sportsters did great. in
Well, they were up on
Martinsville.
Warner Road, like where
Where Warner Road.
you remember? Were you here when George Washington Motor Lodge was here?
I'd been
It's kinda
through
near
here,
where-
but it was not here.
It was kind of near where
At least it has-
Walmart is now, but like,
Oh, maybe it was still there. Maybe part of it was still
yeah,
there.
it wasn't a great place to be.
No, actually,
Like I think if you had to live here to know how to get there.
so. Walmart was originally the Home Depot when I moved here.
Mhm.
And then
Okay.
before that
So it was
was,
kind of there. There was
Yeah.
like it was kind of in a
but
weird
I
spot.
remember that being here because I used to come up here, like because my ex-wife is from Roxborough, so this was the mall that she went to. Like Plymouth Meeting was a
That's
stop.
fucking weird.
It is.
Roxborough, all the way up here.
All the shoe stores were here.
Oh, yeah. Tom McCann did, or was it Tom McCann?
Not Tom
no,
McCann.
there was that other one had the little door you kids walk through. It
No, we didn't go to Buster Brown.
wasn't Buster.
That's the name I was just trying to think of.
No, it was like shoot. I forget what it was, but there was
Baker.
it was a door.
Baker's-
There was a little tiny door, and it's a door for happy children. My mom was like, "Why
No,
don't
it
you ever
was
go
not-
through there?" I'm like, "I can't imagine."
She
Because
didn't.
I'm
go there.
not happy, Mom.
You never saw what my ex-wife used to wear her shoes. That there were no children in places where you
That's
buy
fine.
stuff like that. So we used to come up here for that, and I think I was there the weekend they opened up the re-envisioned plaza when that was redone.
Oh, they closed it
They
all.
had Ed
in.
Rendell come up for that. It was a big deal for the Grand Gala. You had to wear a tuxedo and a tie. And
The
all
Beaux
that.
Arts Ball?
No, when they had the grand reopening of the plaza,
I don't know. I was working there, and they didn't have me. I didn't wear any of that
they
shit.
didn't invite you.
But they used to do the Beaux Arts Ball every year, and we used to show up in like a tux and a gown, and
That's pretty
it
cool.
was like a prom.
Terry's band, After Instinct, she got in a cover band. They played at the Beaux Arts Ball at least 2 years in a row.
Yeah, it was a neat little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
like,
did they
you know-
have that? Where was it at?
It was just at the mall.
Somewhere in the mall.
They just the whole mall, like the whole area. It
Oh.
was like you just went in there and milled around. So
You milled around at the mall.
yeah, it's like like hey, you want to go to Tobacco Barrel and buy a bomb?
That's what we did over here at Franklin Mills.
Tobacco Barrel was on the
Yeah.
first floor, right?
It used to be.
Near J.C. Penney, maybe. I don't know.
Moved a couple of times.
Is that even a company anymore? I don't see any of them anywhere.
They are, but they're not around here.
There is a tobacco store up there in the poop alleyway that goes out by.
I know exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
It's where all the bums used to shit.
And now they have one in an old bank next to Duluth Trading down the street here.
But I mean, I remember.
Cigar World. It's
Meet me in the
called.
poop alley.
Yeah.
Let's go to the poop alley and get some cigars and smoke them up. Wait, I got a fifth of something here. It'll be great.
Because there was some maintenance guy that worked the mall. He used to always bitch about the poo. He
Was
had
his
to take
name
a-
Willie?
Dennis. But he used to like come up to me like, "You want a pair of skis?" I'm like, "How much? $10?" Yes.
Sure. I found these in a dumpster.
Yes. You want to find some cool shit? Go behind a Buckman's.
What size shoe do you wear, son?
You'll find bikes, skis, boots, all kinds. I mean,
Oh, I
they
remember
just chuck them.
back in the day, we always had these friends that worked at music stores, and it was like, yeah, I found this Les Paul in the trash. It's dirt cheap. I'll sell it to you.
Mm-hmm.
It
Doesn't have a neck.
How did it end up in the trash? Don't ask questions. It's all good.
Yeah.
Zaff's Music. Remember that place?
Look, I got Best of Stars on 45. Want it?
No.
Look, I got a free subscription to Columbia House.
I
Yeah.
had that for the A-Team videos.
I have some of those. Some of the records in that pile are from.
Do you still owe them money?
No.
You sure?
I don't owe anybody money
Mm.
except my mortgage guy.
The Free Library of Philadelphia would beg to
Oh, my
differ.
God. Yeah. Oh, Northeast Regional. That's where I used to go, right next door to Nick's. In college, I was always so conflicted. I have to do a report. There's the bar. I have to do a
That
report.
was right next to the free clinic or whatever that was too.
I
wasn't
went
it?
there too for other reasons.
Yeah, I remember that place. I didn't go there myself, but you know,
Her name was Helga.
yeah,
That tracks.
Yeah, see,
Harry Helga.
Helga. Met her at the Roy Rogers.
Salad
Oh.
by the Fixins bar.
Oh, the Roy
Yeah.
Rogers right by Welsh and the Boulevard. Yeah.
No, the one at Roosevelt Mall.
Never hook up
Oh.
with chicks at the Fixins bar.
We used to hang out in the Galaxy and play games together. Helga.
Yeah.
She was not a looker.
See, I
But
wasn't a
you
Roosevelt.
banged her anyway.
I wasn't a Roosevelt dweller. I was more of a Franklin Mills dweller. So
I went there. By the time Franklin Mills opened up, I was over. It was like 1988, I think. I was over.
87, May 11th, 1987.
Oh,
I
look,
guarantee you.
no.
Look it up.
You were only
Look
20
it up.
I
Look
was
it up.
20 years old. No,
May
I
11th, 1987. I'm
was a-
willing to bet.
that
I'll
was
look
a
it up.
monumental date for you.
No, I for some reason. Well, I pierced my
No.
ear that day,
See,
so you know
I pierced
I don't
my
wear the
ear at
earring anymore. But
Plymouth Meeting Mall.
see,
That's where mine.
I
goes.
never did it.
Pam
Franklin
did my
Mills
ear.
Mall opening.
No piercings, no tattoos. I feel no great desire when I'm upset to go get a tattoo.
They're giving me the
That's weird.
hours of for the mall.
I think
That's
about
not
getting
what I-
tattoos all the time. It's kind of weird.
I figure if the cops have to identify my body, I want them to work for it. It's just
There's that one mark. They'll find me.
I mean, I remember one time when I was getting my tonsils
They'll
out.
know me by my
No
nose.
way.
Oh, there he is.
When I was 14, the nurse sat down. She's like, "Okay, she's taking some shit down." She's like,
All
"Do you have
right,
any scars?" I'm like,
He's
"Have
got a
seat."
correction coming on the date here.
the year, not the day. It
All
was
right.
May 11th, but it was 1989.
Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
shit.
Back in 1989.
So I was in 8th grade. I
There was a great music store in there when the store when that mall.
Sam
opened.
Goody.
No. There was a music store that sold amplifiers and guitars. I don't remember the name of it. It was near where Boscov's or Walmart resides today.
Yeah, so
the
down by where the pet
JCM
shop used to be that had the monkey.
What on Roosevelt Boulevard? Wait,
No,
Cotman
in
Avenue?
Franklin Mills.
Oh, because there was a place on Cotman Avenue that had.
Oh,
a
I
giant
thought you were still talking about Franklin Mills.
I am. I'm diving all around here. But the JCM 900 Marshall amplifier had just come out, and the music store at Franklin Mills was one of the first stores that had this JCM 900 in stock. And we went there just to try it out. And I have one sitting right behind you, Jim.
Yeah.
But
How
I
was
didn't
the
get it
music
there.
store down that end? I'm
Scares
trying
me
to
sometimes.
remember. Because that's my end of the mall.
Koval Music was on Frankfurt Avenue. That was near you. Do you remember Koval Music? It was just
Frankfurt-
across the Frankfurt Bridge. As you
At
cross the
Nights
bridge
in
from
Frankfurt? Or what are you talking about exactly?
the
on Frankfurt?
historic bridge you did a video on. As you crossed that bridge, you went up about a half a block, and there was a music store on the right side and a little shopping strip there. and
Okay,
they
so
sold-
by Nights in Frankfurt,
I guess so.
right? Like near the hospital, near
It
what
was-
used to be Frankfurt.
I went over
Hospital.
the bridge. I drove up about a half a block or a block and a half, and there was the music store. And the guy that named it was Koval, and it was Koval Music. My grandfather used to shop there because my grandfather was a guitar player back in the day. And I have a guitar in the other room that came from that
Mhm.
music store.
It's like across from where the Red Lion Inn used to be.
Oh wow.
No,
a
it
historic
wasn't that
place.
far up. Yes, it
No,
was.
that's right there. Yeah, that's right there.
Was it right there?
So if you went down Knights Road to
Oh.
Frankfurt and made a left and you went over the bridge that goes over, is that Pequessing? It might be Pequessing Creek.
I'm talking about
Um,
the Pennypack Creek Bridge. Didn't you do a video about that too?
That part of Frankfurt.
Yes, sir.
Oh. So yeah, that's like the oldest bridge in the country.
In America.
Yeah. That was the Kings Highway Bridge.
That's the bridge. So if you
Okay,
went up
I
about
got
a
you
block
now.
from there was a music store called Koval Music, and they sold Randall amplifiers, which I thought were the worst things in the world. But Dimebag Darrell would have begged to differ. He made a living.
There's
off of this.
a diner right there too. It's not the Mayfair Diner. That's the other way. I can't
I
think
know
of what
the
that's
diner
called, but
was-
it's been there forever.
Yes, I met my first very long-term girlfriend worked there, and we were engaged a few times. I won't mention her name. She was very beautiful.
Booty.
Yeah, her name was Booty. Her name was Booty,
You said
You know
booty.
what daddy likes.
and I met her at that diner.
Hmm.
What the hell was the name of it though?
I'm gonna find out.
It's across from
I'm
a
looking.
McDonald's, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh Christ! Let me say it.
Ooh.
Burger King?
No, McDonald's is
Mm.
across the street, not Burger King.
Do you know our Wendy's closed?
Is that what happened there?
I went to
'Cause
go.
people-
I went to go get Easter dinner, and they were
I-
closed.
I haven't gone in there
So
in
upset.
10 years. I don't know. Used to stop there on the way to concerts because we can get more,
It's so shitty. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Like it looked like it was closing.
we get hamburgers to eat in the car.
Yeah, like you just get a triple, and nobody judges you.
Right.
You know.
Liberty Bell Diner.
Dining car. That's what it was.
Oh,
named.
the dining car. That
Dining
that
car.
was there too. Yeah,
That's
it's
where
not far from there, but it's closed now. I think. I think they closed the dining car.
because everybody goes on the internet now.
Oh wait,
Mm.
no, it's still there. That's down further than Liberty Bell. Let's see, no, the dining car is still open. Okay, never mind.
Okay, good. Maybe I'll go there and meet my next wife. Wait,
Yeah, well,
no.
Well, you got to do something with the one you've
don't
got.
let your current wife know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, is that right?
Don't look at me. I'm
I
not
don't
getting. I'm not
yeah,
engaging in this.
It's just trying to be funny.
Mm.
There's nothing
Now
funny about that.
Yeah,
Now he's covering his own ass.
it's
Yeah.
a very expensive joke.
I'm wearing jeans. They're covered.
In what?
Schmutz. Got some schmutz.
What schmutz?
Schmutz.
Schmutzavutz. Can I play some Rat Rod?
You can. If it's
Let's see if I can find
something that's not
All right.
labeled.
Now they won't sound like this anymore. because
Well,
they have a new singer.
He might be doing.
Oh, I might be able to pull this off.
It
It's
might be like
live.
the guy from Journey. It's like he's doing an impression.
Here's something. They did a little leak of like some new stuff.
Okay.
So maybe I can pull this off. It's kind of proggy.
Usually,
That's
when I
fine.
have a leak, I don't let anybody know.
You know, I just spray some plastic dip on it. You know.
Yeah, it sounds like Rat Rod.
Yeah.
So that's coming out soon, I think. Oh, I hit the button. And
I hate when that happens.
yeah, it happens a lot on this computer, unfortunately. Let's see if I can find something else. Maybe I can
Well,
share.
while
it.
you're looking,
Yes.
so I'm sure since you're an avid watcher of my channel,
I am.
that you saw that 2 videos ago, I was down by the marina in Croydon,
Yes.
and I found that tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And that was thanks to one of my watchers, and she was awesome, like contacting me about that. But it turns out, and I can share this for the first time ever to the world on your show, that if there's a strong possibility that tunnel may have been part of the Underground Railroad.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
And I'm about to contact in the next day or so somebody that a friend of mine found that is a local expert on the Underground Railroad. I'm going to have him watch the video and see what he thinks. And if it is, I'm going to try to get that on the registry, the historical registry, and that will be huge for my channel.
Oh, very
Nice.
huge, man.
I mean, will it get me to Philly captain status? No, but
You might
You
have to
never
put your
know.
pants down for that. I'm just saying.
well, I mean, next time I see John, which is the Philly captain's name, I may have to bring along some knee pads. But no, but he was actually doing a live feed.
You need to get that
yesterday.
on the air. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He
It was
puts
like
content
yesterday
out
or no
just about
Sunday. He did a
every
live
day.
feed.
Yeah, he did
and,
one from the Phillies game recently. Or
Oh
something.
yeah. And the day he went to the Phillies game, Easter, he did a live feed that morning. And I was on there and I was talking, and somebody had brought up to him and said, "Would you ever do a collaboration video with a smaller YouTuber?" And he's like, no.
As you're on the fucking phone.
Jesus.
He said, "No, I don't think." He said, "Because I won't know them and it'll be weird." And I said, "Yeah, especially not This Is Tom's World." He's like, No, Tom, I'll do one with you."
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
I thought you meant physically smaller.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am smaller than he in height and
Girth.
Yeah. Not by much with girth, though. But he actually has me beat by a couple inches, which I never would have thought. I thought he was a
Yeah,
smaller
I thought he was a
guy.
little guy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm 5'9", and he's probably like, I don't know, 5'11", maybe
Really?
5'10". Yeah.
So, dude, I sent you a link, and I don't know if you noticed in those pictures. Did you look through those pictures that were on that link?
So much pressure.
I know.
Wow, I didn't even know you sent me a link.
I
Oh,
sent
check
you a
it.
link to one of the Philadelphia historical.
It's to his OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
So in that, if you remember when you went down, you went to the building that's not there anymore by the water,
The yacht club.
the yacht club.
Yeah.
It looks like the pier that is sort of dilapidated is in the back.
It is.
pictures.
That is the exact same one. That what you're looking at there. What did they call that?
So you don't think
Torresdale
I pay
Beach?
attention, do you?
Torresdale Beach, I think, because I'm looking
Yes.
at the link right now. Yeah, that's actually where
And there's a lot of whales on the beach there. Did you notice all the whales on the beach?
Yeah, I did. But that's where Linden Ave is. If you've ever gone down to Linden Ave,
I've never parked there.
well, if you go, well, a lot of people went there to drink and stuff like that. And then the cops came, they chased everybody out. We left and we came back.
I used
after
to
they
go to
left.
Neshaminy State Park and park as well.
Well, yeah, that's,
Out by the
that's a good
waterfront
place
there.
to go.
Yeah.
That's a good place.
Back when
to
I
go.
was in college, there was a certain somebody.
Mm.
Yeah. How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, sexy girlfriend.
I'm sitting here struggling for just a split second as to where that came from, even though it's not the right voice. That was from 16 Candles.
Yep. That was
Oh,
that
sexy
was, that
girlfriend.
was Dong, but this was someone doing a grosser impression of Dong.
Yeah, Long Duck Dong.
Are you
I'm not going to
flirting
sleep
with
under
me?
a guy named after a dude's dork. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
hot
Let's
tits,
come
the
together.
pipe I was offering gives way more pleasure.
Sorry, got quicker than that.
Crossing streams, man.
Ew.
Okay, I'll let you touch it, but you can't tell anybody, okay?
But you got to taste it too.
Go ahead. I'll be quiet.
Stop that.
That
you
sounded,
do all- he
that
does
sounded
all-
like Saul Rosenberg.
It is.
Yeah.
This
You
is
do all-
Saul Rosenberg. And I went to the Empire State Building and I can't see so good. God damn it.
That's it. My favorite's when he says Frank Rizzo.
It's Frank Rizzo. Get Brett Weir, I said.
Saul Rosenberg.
Saul Rosenberg.
I said it's Saul.
Yeah.
And then he went on to be on the Family Guy, and that was it for his career.
What did he do on there?
He did Mort.
Was he actually the guy who did Mort?
Yeah, and he did the bartender too, I think.
Oh wow.
Over at the what was it, the Bearded Clam? Or the clam, something clam.
Something clam, yeah.
It was Bearded Clam.
Oh, imagine that. I got it right.
I'm gonna call the police.
That's good stuff, man. We do that.
This
in the
is
office.
Frank Rizzo, the super across the way. God, I miss those guys, though. They were funny as hell. Targla, the Egyptian magician.
I got a thing.
What the
going.
fuck you pointing at me for?
Why not?
You turned your
I
head.
forgot
We're on camera.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, just do
I don't want to come from the microphone, so I'll just vomit all over you.
Wait, hold up. Spill a beer, too.
My God, man.
Yeah, the jerky boys were funny as hell.
They were.
Yeah.
You have disgraced yourself, and you must be punished.
Right.
Well, that's
Please.
James Earl Jones.
See, now John Michael's
Thank
going to
you,
be listening to this and think I'm doing all this because you
'Cause
blame
you
me.
are. That's all.
Lying sack of shit.
You're a psychopathic bitch.
I used to use a program that had a soundboard on it, and I could put all my own stuff on it. It was called Voice Mod. I haven't had it for like at least a couple of years, but man, was it part of my repertoire on the Dom and Tom's World.
Yeah, everybody's
It's-
Fred Norris when it comes to that stuff.
Oh my God, I had so many different things that could apply to any different situation. I just had to look for them real quick. I'm like, oh my God, it's here somewhere before it gets too late. Come on.
It's got to be topical. You just play nonsense, and you play it from my instance,
exactly.
which is a nightmare.
I just inadvertently hit a
Yeah.
button, and whatever comes out.
Pew pew pew.
Whatever.
Excuse me. I'm
What
sorry.
the hell is that?
Yeah, right.
Fart. Actually. Yeah.
Ah.
See.
At least on my instance I made, they're the one I know what they are.
That one always reminded me of Beetlejuice
That's gross.
from Howard Stern.
Oh, that Beetlejuice.
Whoops.
What?
Taco Bell.
I mistyped something.
Oh, you have a little session over there?
I'm just playing.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Somebody
I do
loves
stuff
Tom's
while
World.
you're talking. Yeah.
Talking and rocking.
Little
and
John
rocking.
likes Tom's World.
All right.
See that?
Thank you.
Now, Lil Jon is the bass player in Rat Rod. Dude, you got to see them. They are.
Are you
fucking
subscribed?
kick-ass.
I'll come see you if you're subscribed. If you're not, you better subscribe now. I'll
right.
know if you did.
There's a little delay. Maybe he'll answer after the delay.
Oh, I
Get
know.
your ass over there and do
Come
it.
on now. I know how StreamYard works. Who do you think
Yeah,
turned you guys on to
He's on my
this?
page. He's on my
Well,
page.
it's like that, and that's why I had our YouTube link up there. So please go to our YouTube page, even if you don't listen there.
Yes,
subscribe, just for
subscribe
shits
to
and
the
giggles. We just
keyword
want-
on YouTube.
I hate being a whore like this, but I
No,
got to do what I got to do.
You
So
gotta put
get
it-
your ass over there,
Oh, he just answered that he
did.
is.
I saw that.
See?
right?
Thank you. Thank you.
And these guys are like an international phenomenon.
See,
So
now
I'm
you're
gonna
just
play,
seeing a
a little bit.
different.
Let's see.
You're seeing a different version of Tom in from This Is Tom's World to the drinking Tom who's on the live feed. It's slightly different. But
Well,
if you
John,
are subscribed to my channel, it's no surprise because I drink on my live feed. So you know.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I just want to
Speaking
know
of which,
little
I got to
John-
get another beer because I'm empty. I
Yeah,
have 3 empty beers right here.
We're
Well,
out.
then I'll hold up until he gets back. But Little John, is your stuff copyrighted that like I would get in trouble for playing your material? Like, you know, is Mark going to come after me with a record company?
You can
Yep.
play under a certain amount of time. I forget what it is.
That is a myth. You really can't.
No, you can.
I've looked it
And you
up.
won't
I've
get
talked to my
pinged.
law team of Shyster, and fuck you, and they've told me that you can't do it. Any amount of anything you play will bust you.
You
Because
can.
I thought it was like under 10 seconds, under 30 seconds, but
No,
I
it's
don't think
definitely
it's
under.
true.
It's not 30. I think it might
Yeah.
be more like 10, but yeah. I don't
Well,
know.
look
I'm
at
going
that.
to go get my beer.
oh, for God's sake. Tell them no. Busy.
My beer.
Drinking. Say no. Dickheads. So, but yeah, so while you're doing that, like seriously, it's up on the page, up on the screen there, youtube.com, the at the P word show. And the more subscribers we get, the more shit we can do.
Give me one moment.
It
I'll
will be fun.
hopefully
Okay.
return soon.
All right, so I'll do that scrotum thing I was going to do.
Play some Rat Rod.
No. All right. Let me play some Rat Rod. All right. Hang on. Let me pull up some Rat Rod. Give me a minute because I wasn't prepared for this. He got a call from work and all holy hell's breaking loose there, I guess. That's why I'm glad I'm not on call anymore. I'd have been on call this week. We'd both be on a friggin'
All right.
room. All right. Hang on a minute. I got to pull up some
Look, I
Rat
come
Rod.
back to an empty chair. What the hell? Is
Yeah, he had to go and deal with work. So,
that? Oh, okay.
what? Why am I?
No, I was just busting balls because I left an empty chair. So I've been known to do that.
There we go. Trying to think of is there anything newer here? So Little
What's
John,
the-
is there, all right, I'll play it. All right, I'll play this. Let me just play this. Here's a decent video. It'll probably give me an ad, but
What's the name of the group?
this is Rat Rod. This is all or
Rat
nothing.
And now you do know you can pull videos up on here from YouTube.
Yep, I know.
Too. Okay. So you know.
There you go.
Wow. That's awesome. You grew up in Morel Park, man. These guys are still local, right? Boobies.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is them at Berlin Brewing.
So they're still local though, right?
I'm back.
I really feel like I've seen them before.
I'm sure you have. They're great.
And look at this, I've seen them before, and dude's a fan of my page, so it all
Yeah.
works out.
Yeah.
So listen,
That's
if
'cause
anybody
we're all-
that's in
we're
any
all
kind of
fifty
band
guys. We're all
wants to
50
come
guys.
up with some kind of like unique song for like an intro for my videos, man, feel free.
Yeah.
I am always
asking
willing.
you to do that, but you know, we need a theme song.
I need people to collaborate with me.
You have a
I mean,
you have a son who has a band.
well, you could just use one of his songs.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, look at the next video that comes up.
That was a great night. I had a great night there. That was fun. They were just there, I think. No, they weren't there.
There he is. There's Al.
Pour for mixtapes and tasty cakes. You guys having a good time tonight? Yeah! You guys ever seen Rap
Small.
before? Little John, Mike, Bryce, Mark, and Harry back here. Very cool to be here.
Somebody's
to
happy back here
introduce these
somewhere.
guys.
Ah!
They got a new CD out. They got it in back for sale. If you guys want to show
Why is
some
there a kid there?
T-shirts.
Yeah, he was a roadie. So I was gonna play, but that's the gig we went to.
That looks like a small place, man.
It was tiny.
It's small. It was nice. It was a good night.
It was a lot of fun. They wanted Instinct to come back and they wanted to get Old School in there, but I just it's a long ride for the guys from
It's a long drive
far away to go there. The other guys in the band that live all the way out near Graterford and all
Jabip.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, Instinct's playing next weekend.
That's right.
Yeah. April 13th will be at Sweeney's.
I was just gonna say, aren't you guys coming to Sweeney's?
Between 4 and 5 o'clock, somewhere around there, we're playing in the afternoon. We're
What?
doing a matinee show.
I didn't even know Sweeney's did that. I thought they were all nighttime.
So I was asked to do the last one we did.
We have a Cub Scout jamboree. Can you guys play?
The last
Listen,
one
these
was
young
kinda
guys,
like
we're bringing them in to get drunk for the first time.
No offense to the bands that were on the show. There were a lot of kid bands,
Or the Cubs. Ah, fuck the Cubs.
But this is an adult show. It's not an adult show, but it's all adult bands.
There's a lot of dirty stuff
But
going
they said
on.
it's family friendly. It's a metal.
There's no
show.
time to explain, but we got a suck face like there's no tomorrow.
Yep,
That's
what it's
right.
gonna be.
Yeah.
That sounded like Zap Brannigan from Futurama. Look at me. I am just a veritable database of useless knowledge.
That wasn't him. These are all coming from a Deadpool game.
That was
Oh,
that's got to be the same guy that does the voice for.
It's
Zap
a different
Brannigan.
guy, but it's
Have I ever told you that you're my favorite girl?
Oh, all right.
See, I
That
always
doesn't
thought
sound
these were
like-
from a cartoon.
no, they're from a video game.
That's cool.
Yeah, Deadpool video game.
Well, 2 less herpes cases to worry about.
Is that supposed to be Deadpool?
Yeah,
Oh, get the hell out of here!
it was before the Ryan
For
Reynolds
the movie,
version.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He owns that. It's just like
Yeah,
Robert Downey Jr. owns Iron Man now.
yeah.
I'm trying really hard to think of a good "Yo Mama" line right now.
You know what, Jim?
I want you to be on my team.
I mean, who throws a shoe?
That was great.
So, how's the ball coming along?
Well, I have the pictures right here. Can I put those?
So we're going to be there April 13th, and this weekend, Old School is going to be over there at the Peppers.
Peppers, yeah.
So not this Saturday, but the following
The following, yes,
at Sweeney's.
yes.
Oh, at 4 something. That might be tough. I'll
Between 4 and-
try to make it out, but that might be tough.
I think our actual start time is 5 o'clock, but things run slow or
'Cause
fast.
I work
and-
on Saturdays till 3. So
Oh boy, yeah, you'd be
Yeah.
coming in your shorts and your baseball cap and ready to rock. But you could down a couple beers quick.
Yeah, it'd be
They
worse. if he was-
sound better already.
it'd be worse if he was in an orange jumpsuit.
I can
carrying
always
a
down
spike.
beers.
I will.
Beers
I
are
will
not a
be-
problem. 8 o'clock in the
be in
morning, I can
mode.
down.
You know,
some
that's what we
beers.
have to do. One of these. We should do that next week on the show.
What's that?
Shotgun a beer.
This is killing my whole.
You're gonna drink one anyway. You might as well
Yeah.
shotgun it.
I don't do that. I'll try.
Ah,
I'll try. If it gets, what if it gets on the floor?
you do it right, it won't.
Oh, were there gonna be lessons?
I can show you how to do it.
It has to be
Have
on
you ever
Friday
done it
or-
before?
Friday or Saturday? No, I've never done that.
You put a hole in the bottom of the can and then you open the top.
You
off
open it up
you
and it
drink
rips
straight
down, yeah.
down.
Yeah, you've never
Yeah.
done.
No, I've never done it.
I'll have to do it outside first.
That I can remember.
All right. So this weekend, when you're able to drink,
Yeah.
I'll have to find some cans.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not going to get like pounders. That would be cruel.
But see, I can't do it Saturday because I have to be at my gig at 6:30.
You can have a beer. I'm not going to say we're going to drink. You're not going to poke a hole in a keg.
Pocahontas.
Sure.
Poker Highness. What?
Where?
Heine? What?
Who? What?
That's what.
That-
I
huh?
don't
Huh?
know.
Okay, I'll let you touch it, but you can't tell anybody, okay?
Did
Yeah.
Tom? Did you like and subscribe the Rat Rod page yet? Uh-oh.
No, I've been trying to find. I was trying to find it because I'd like
Well,
when
I
that
put the
video was
link.
playing.
He's broadcasting.
It's
He's
on-
trying to be entertaining,
it's on
and
the
now you got to
fa-
give him something else to
Well,
do.
it's on the Facebook page. I put it
Christ's
up there.
sake, man.
But I found Little
I'll put
John's
Instant
page.
Command too because maybe
I
you
found
will-
Little John's page, which means I am only a step away from finding their page.
Little John is the man.
And well, of course he is. He likes Tom's World. I mean, come on.
I've known him a very, very long time.
And he grew up like literally 5 minutes from me.
See,
See, I just have to find.
I grew up here,
I
man.
haunted all the bars that you wanted to go into when you were too young.
Well, I mean, I got to some of them. You know, when I was
Yeah.
like 17, I looked a little older. I had the long hair. I had the facial hair. You know.
Did you get into the Velvet? Were you ever in the Velvet?
the Velvet Lounge? No,
Yeah.
no, I didn't get in there.
You were one of those 17-year-olds like hanging around high school with a beard.
Well, I had the goatee. I mean, you could see it's not that dark. It never was, but it's a little more gray now than it used to be. But not the hair. The hair is still dark.
Look at that.
But,
It's just a different shade.
we had
different
one-
shade of blonde.
We had one guy like from sophomore year on. He had like a full beard, and it was like you had a 40-year-old in your English class.
Sure.
It's creepy.
I think
It
that's
took me
normal
until
today.
10th grade for my goatee, like to connect, like for the mustache to connect to the beard. It took until 10th grade. But then after that, I looked old enough to buy
Oh
beard.
man, wait
But
a
you're
minute.
still getting carded. See, that's the difference.
I'm not.
When I was
No.
12, I was full on shaving. I could have grown a full beard. I had hair on my legs. The kids in school and in gym, the girls were relentless because I had hairy legs in like 7th grade. Like,
Ew.
He's got hair on his legs.
I sound
What?
like
Who
Cartman.
didn't though?
Oh my God, he's got hair on his legs.
I always tell women, it's like, yeah, it's because I have testicles too. You creepy bitch.
You want to see them?
Ugh. Let's see.
the old Velvet.
Yeah, I did.
And there was a
Wait,
place called Hot Plums on Roosevelt Boulevard. It was in next door to Sheehy
the
Ford.
Velvet Lounge, was that in Morel?
Yeah, I think it was. It was
Like
on
at Morel
Frankfurt
and
Avenue.
Frankfurt?
Yeah, it was in a shopping center with a supermarket and
Yeah.
used to be a go-go bar if I'm not mistaken, but I'm too young for that. I
Yeah,
missed that.
I think it was.
Bonnie's.
Yeah, it was just like a little alley kind of bar. Like where it
Bonnie's
was just
was
like
nice, but
thin and
shitty.
the
long.
strip store. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I used to go there a lot. We used to go there to see Mike LeCompte.
Oh Christ.
He's still playing, man.
I know.
Mike's a good
I
buddy.
know.
Of mine.
Well, we'll just say that I know a couple of guys from LeCompte that were being with a couple of friends of mine at some point or another, and I'll leave it at that because I
Okay,
don't
we'll
want to
talk
get any
about
of them
that
in trouble.
We'll talk off air. but Mike is he's a wonderful human being.
Trying to
I had a friend who trolled them quite a bit, and she had a friend that trolled with them back in the 90s.
So this is post record label career.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give him.
But I also hung out with a couple of them over at Franklin Mills too.
When you say a couple of them, you mean guys in the band?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there's been a lot of people in and out of that band. None of the people in the band now are people that were in the band then.
Yeah.
That I can guarantee you.
I guess the only constant would be Mike.
That's
being the
pretty much
namesake.
Yep. That's how it works.
But yeah. I've known of them for quite some time. I've seen them a couple times. Do I remember when I've seen them? No.
I saw them a bunch when a lot of the guys in Brittany Fox were backing them up.
Really?
That was a weird time. Yeah.
Actually, one of the guys from Brittany Fox, and I don't remember which one it was. His mom used to work at a medical clinic on Bristol Pike, which is what Frankfurt Ave becomes.
Okay.
It was a foot and ankle place, and she was my nurse when I went there one time as a teenager, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I have it," because I had long hair. She's like, "Oh yeah, I have a son. He's got long hair and he's in a band. I mean, they've gotten pretty well known." I'm like, "Oh yeah, what's her name?" She's like, "Oh, Brittany Fox." I said, "Oh, girls' school." She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, cool." I don't remember who it was in the band, but
well, there were a couple. Like Tony Destro was one of the guys that was back then, like before they got signed, and then you had Dean Davidson was the singer
at the girls' school.
And you had Johnny D on drums. He plays for Doro Pesh now. Michael Kelly Smith on guitar. He just played down here at Screwballs about a week ago. He was hanging out with some of the guys.
Brian and those guys? Or?
Was Bobby Farillas and him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
In fact, earlier you mentioned the Empire. I think one of the last gigs that went on there was Danger, and Dangerous Toys. Because I think that was on the marquee for a long time after that, like after they closed.
Well, Ted Poley is a local guy from Danger. He was lead singer.
Oh, there you
go. He's forbidden from playing any of their songs, but he still he comes like them three. He played that sleazy, slimy Sunday show with us. I got to hang out with him in the green room.
I didn't.
How come you weren't allowed back there?
Because they threw my ass out as soon as I helped carry everything in.
Yeah, that was.
All right, you're done. Get out of here.
And now that guy's really cool with us, the guy who did that to you.
That was nice of him.
Yeah.
I was actually the last person into the show.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
Billy Childs was the bass player, but I'm sure that his mother wasn't known as Miss Child. She was probably like, Mrs. Hofstetter or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you.
Julia Hofstetter.
That works.
You know what time it is, Jim?
I do.
Yeah.
It's 9:02.
Work still texting me about stuff.
All right. So I guess we should wrap this shit up. So thanks. Thank you very much, sir, for coming on with us.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you, Tom.
I had to join you for your first StreamYard show.
Yeah, make sure we did it right.
Our cherry.
Yeah. Oh, but
hey.
Yeah, I thought you just coughed on me.
Lil John says it was probably Dean's mother. Dean
oh, okay.
But
I have a story about him that I won't tell on the air, and I will say this about a friend of mine who knew him well. Paul Morgan recently passed away, one of my best friends in the whole entire world, and I didn't talk about it on air, but I'm going to talk about it now. And God rest his soul. He was one of the best friends I've had, and he was a guitar player, and he came here from Wales. He toured with many, many, many big bands, Def Leppard. He worked with them, and he worked for Gary Moore for a number of years. And unfortunately, Paul has passed away from complications of pneumonia. He was a recipient of a heart and kidney transplant about 12 or 13 years ago, and we tragically lost him about 2 weeks ago. I have one of his guitars right here. And this is Paul's Les Paul, Paul Morgan, and I call this the Morgan Paul because his last name was Morgan. We used to call him Captain Morgan, which he hated to pieces.
Why? That'd be good.
He didn't like being called the captain. But
unlike some other YouTuber we know.
Yeah, different kind. He's the original captain. This guy, and he was the real deal. And he also worked for Jimmy Buffett. His last music gig was with Jimmy Buffett, where helping out.
Yeah, he's up there helping.
Well, maybe
Burgers in Paradise now.
He was one of his tour. I don't know. He was a guest relations guy.
Sure.
He ran his They had like 2 tour buses. One was Jimmy's main bus, and then his retired tour bus was a they would, people, dignitaries could go and
You're cute. You can come on in. You're gross. Get that the fuck out. You go. Come on. Like that? Like groupie things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It's cool.
Got to go see it one time. He was playing down at Citizens.
Yeah, I
Bank.
totally understand because I got so many Towns World groupies. I mean, they're like 60 to 80 years old, but it's
Hey man.
Yeah. It's tough.
no, that's my base of people that watch me are like the bulk of them are at least 60 and older.
Well, that's what we should do. If we hit like 100 subscribers, let's give away a box of Depends.
There you go. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, I have
They're not
have
cheap.
some right here.
A little box, small box,
I got
a big box.
You don't believe me? I'm telling you, I got some right here.
I totally believe you. I got some weird shit. in
They're
my
not for
house,
me,
for
but
no
you know.
reason.
I used to work at a company where we did feminine hygiene and diapers and stuff like that. And one of the guys that worked there, somebody we started doing the thong liners.
Oh,
So he took
look at that charcoal.
he took the thong liner and he put it in his suit jacket. It looked like he had a handkerchief in it. And I don't know how he walked around with that. Was pretty funny.
It's like the kid that brought out the special occasion napkins, but went to the wrong place to get them.
Uh-oh.
Never
Jim,
tell that story to your mother in a Wendy's. People don't think it's funny.
I don't want to tell my mother any story like that at all.
Well,
but I'll see her in October. No, I'm going to see her in May.
Huh.
Yeah. So
this weekend
we've got Old School at Peppers by Amadeus and King of Prussia.
Yep.
And it's funny, this picture came up in my memory today.
Oh,
That's
there you go.
yeah, that's kind of funny.
And about 7 minutes ago on Monco Radio, my daughter's show started. So if you get bored, you have nothing to do after this, go Google Monco Radio and find the Rick's page and listen in to see how much damage we did to our kid. It'll be the cat call on Monco Radio.
There you go.
Word.
Old School, baby.
Yeah. And
Roxville.com.
what else? Go subscribe to our damn YouTube thing because now we got to more about
we're
that.
like sort of legit.
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of legit.
Sort of legit. We'll be more legit if you subscribe.
Sorta.
If you don't, I'll know who
Yeah,
didn't. I
You
will
guys
find
need
you.
to subscribe to their
Yeah.
channel.
Yep. Do something.
I'm
Do
just
some
saying.
more. So
And then hey man, we'll do some shit with you. Let's do some shit.
We
Let's
can
do some
shit.
videos, man. You come into our fair city and we'll light you up, man.
this shit.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll make a video and then we'll get
crumbling
cloud.
bridge.
Which one? There's a lot of crumbling.
That's
bridge.
the point.
By the way, you know what?
Guess the crumbling bridge.
We do have Indiana
Jones.
What is it? King of Prussia Jones,
Oh,
the guy who's always down there with the metal detector. So we can interview him.
Which I
We've
have a
also
metal
got-
detector too. I just haven't started using it.
We also have
Smoky.
the guy who drives the golf cart around who's missing a leg.
I didn't know he was missing a leg.
Yeah, see, he's a dick. Don't fall for that. The guy's still an asshole. But
His dog is adorable. He's got a bulldog.
but he drives that fucking thing all over the place.
Who
He drives
cares?
because he drives over the bridge and he's fucking it up. You're not supposed to have motorized vehicles in the park.
Oh, poor bridge.
And he was down there the other day and he was broken down. He's like, "Are my headlights on?" I'm like, "Yeah." We just walked by. I'm like, "I don't care if you die here. I'm not helping you." So so there's him. We can try to talk to him. Oh, he's a nice guy. I just don't like.
we just totally dissed him, but we can have him on.
I
our
just don't
channel.
like
I'm
it.
not dissing him. I
don't-
like the guy.
I don't like when I'm like walking down the thing. And he just drives his fucking cart down the middle of the walkway.
You just
like,
said he has no leg.
I don't fucking care. He didn't have a leg.
Well, you can still be an asshole and not having a leg.
Yeah, I mean, what Hitler had one ball. Does that make him a nice guy?
Well, so does John Crook.
Yeah, and he's kind of a miserable prick now.
Well, yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. So see, it doesn't matter.
Please stop those people from talking. I can't hear you.
That's like the lady who rolled the car up the hill in our neighborhood.
I know nothing about it except for
Except
when
for
we
you
got
put-
home that night.
When like people found out, they were like, "I can't believe somebody did that. My God, what the fuck?" Oh, it was our
it was
neighbor.
Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Oh, is it only? Oh, all right. Well,
I'll see you at your party this year.
So
what are
we
you
know
putting
them.
out?
Oh shit. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I didn't do anything.
Bad driver. Well, you ran in the house quickly
I
enough.
did
like you thought
because
you did
we
something.
came home from we were coming home from Sweeties, I think.
wow.
I know
Or
my
Sweeney's show.
my wife and daughter are watching
Was
all
it
the shit.
Sweeney's or were we coming home from Nick's Woodhaven?
I think it was Sweeney's, and I know my wife and daughter are outside. My daughter saw your car driving down the street towards all the lights and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, Look at this asshole. Don't you see all the fire trucks and police? Where the hell are you going? Oh, it's Dad and Mr. Adler.
Well, they were parked in front of my house, and I need to get in my driveway.
Well, I know you guys are trying to wrap it up, but there was a question I came up with earlier, and I totally forgot to ask until now. So I know you know who Fran is, Fran Galante.
Yes.
Have you actually gone to see the launch at all since he's been with them?
I think I've seen them once. I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that. I've definitely seen a
They're
bunch
not
of
bad
videos.
with their Boston
they're
and their
great.
sticks.
They're
And
great.
he does really well. Like the lead singer does really well with Queen. But like if it's been a long set and he saves Queen for the end, his voice is shot. And with the Freddie Mercury levels of vocals, you have to.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's what they do. Boston Sticks and Queen.
But I watched a video of them doing Queen this past weekend, actually, and it was
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Very, very good. Very good.
Right? Bohemian Rhapsody. I think
I
that's the
don't
only
remember
video
what
they
song
have.
it was. Yeah, then maybe that was it. It was from Sweeney's. And
If
it
you
was,
do that at a
all
gig,
right.
man, people are all going to headbang. so-
Oh yeah. Because there's new owners of Sweeney's right now.
yes, Alex is the new one.
Yeah. Are they Russian? I think.
Yes.
Yes. It's
Well,
like
let's
a man and a woman, and
His
they
name is
made a
Alex.
video of them doing the Queen. Yeah, I was there for that actually. You
Okay.
just can't see me. I was like right up against the stage on the right side, but they didn't take any footage of me. I'm like, come on, man.
course
I'm
they
a famous
did.
YouTuber. Come on, what are you doing?
Tell you, whip your
You
pants
got
off and
you
start
got to
running
wear
around
the
the place,
shirt,
yeah.
and you got to put like the funny ears on again.
Right? I wasn't wearing the hat though, so you
That
know
seems
maybe
like a
they
lot
didn't
of work.
recognize me. That's why it was.
Maybe that was what it was. Seriously,
Yeah.
dude. People know you.
It's a different look. Like,
Look, if I showed up somewhere without this thing on my chin, they'd be like, I don't know who that guy is.
oh, I don't even have the hat I was wearing when you saw me.
See, I never wear the hat outside of here.
So for years, people didn't know who I was after I cut my hair. They didn't know I was the guy.
Well, you
I'm
knew who
shocked.
I was after I cut mine,
I'm shocked when anybody
But
recognizes me.
I did know who you were. That's kind
and
of
I was
funny.
wearing a different hat.
I was like, I know that guy.
It's like,
I know that
wait,
guy.
a
I
minute.
watched that guy on YouTube.
You're like, man, I really like your videos. I'm like,
Like I was
as soon as I hear that, I automatically turn around, like, oh yeah, hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, baby?
See, I get freaked out. Like Diane Yaros walked up to me. I said, "Oh, hi, we never met." She goes, "You're Jim Perry." I'm like, "All right, that's creeping me out." Like, no one should know who I am.
Now they do.
Well,
For the last 3 years, you've been sitting down here doing this. And
God,
what do you guys
Have
do
you guys
down
been
there?
doing this for 3 years?
yeah,
since COVID.
nobody knows.
Podcast?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Just
Wow.
we just did this because we had nothing else to do and there was nowhere to go. So we were
Well,
like,
we actually this started because we were trying to help a friend too,
yeah, but
and it turned into I'm the Antichrist. I'm not going to get into it any more than that, but it was this, it was one of those things like, well, we need to distract somebody, and she, let's get her on a podcast. I knew you wanted to do something for a while.
I just wanted to hang out and drink
Yeah.
beer. So
And that's what it turned into.
and there was nothing going on at that.
Instead of therapy, we're just drinking
We
beer.
couldn't even get good booze. It was hard to get booze at that.
Yeah, it
point.
was.
Yeah.
It's funny
Well,
because
none of
when
the
that
places
first
were open.
happened,
Yeah.
well, when it first shut down, I was just like, "What the fuck? Is everybody an alcoholic?" And then, like a couple of months in, I'm like, "Do we have any turpentine?"
Yeah. I was
Rubbing
going in-
alcohol, something.
I had a buddy who was
Anything.
he doesn't work there anymore. But he was working at Maggiano's in King of Prussia, and the only thing they could do is takeout food. So we would literally order drinks for him to make because he was a bartender. By
Well,
trade.
that's when they started
and we were getting
like
to go drinks.
the
So we just-
Slurpee, the alcoholic Slurpee things
Yeah.
everywhere. Like, and they still have even the beer distributor still sells little things of booze.
they have them at the Phillies games.
It's,
But yeah, so we were
like
ordering
gas
from
prices.
him and getting dinner, and it was like a way to kind of we weren't going to a local restaurant, but we were helping our friends who worked at the local restaurant. We know
Right.
everybody that works there, so that was kind of cool. Now he's at Eddie V's, and I need to like take half my mortgage to go there for dinner. That's terrible. So we go there once in a blue moon.
yeah, there's some scary places around here.
It's expensive, man, to go there.
That dinner I went to the other day was over at what's the steakhouse? Not the Brazilian steakhouse, the other one, the Italian.
Oh,
steak?
not the Fogo de Chao.
No, Davio's.
Davio's is excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
that was where I had that dinner last Thursday.
Very nice. I like that
It
place.
was really,
We used to
really
go
good.
there a lot. When that first opened, I was there a lot. We used to, Nance and I would go there. We would, we'd split a steak and get 2 drinks, and
That's it. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
afford it anymore.
it's, and this is pre.
I was shocked. We went in there and it was like, "What do you want to drink?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know yet. Somebody else order." People started ordering like drinks. I'm like, "Oh, I'll have a beer." Gin and
So there
tonic.
was
Something else.
a bartender there. and told Nance and I about this place that had really good oysters. And we're thinking he's going to tell us a place down the shore. It's called Ludwig's in Ludwig's Corner. It's about 35 minutes from here.
Yeah, I took a balloon ride there.
That place has excellent seafood.
Well, yeah, it's a nice place.
It'd
Up
be nice,
there.
cool to take a ride sometime. We were there once, Nance and I, and one of my coworkers lives right down the street there.
We used to live close to that, our last house. We used to go up there all the time.
That's awesome. Like I was like, what?
Bree bought us a ride in a hot air balloon up there. They land like right
Yeah,
at
I'm not doing
Ludwig's
that.
Corner.
No.
It was a little weird
No,
when it came
no,
down. It was coming down in a tree, and I'm like, this could tilt.
Nope. I got to think about heights, man.
We actually had it was kind of
I
neat
have
out
a
there
thing
because
about heights.
Do you?
if the balloon lands in your yard, they give you a bottle of champagne.
Great.
They always missed our yard. I'm like,
no.
fuckers.
Like I'm sure. Again, being an avid watcher of the Philly Captain, you saw his videos with Adam LeWoo just recently.
I did see the one where they were in the Ferris wheel and he was freaking
Oh
out.
my God. I commented on that. I said, dude, I'm like halfway through watching this video. And my stomach is doing flips. And
What's
you're not
wrong
even at
with
the
you
top.
guys?
No, I can go in a building, in an elevator.
I was at the top of the World Trade Center in the
Ditto,
bar.
dude. You're going right where I was going. I got sweaty palms standing there looking out the window.
My ears.
My boss made me lean up against the window and look down. I said, dude, I can't even see the street. And then I saw a cloud pass by. And then after we were done at the bar, we went outside and we're at the base of the building. And he had me lean up against the building and look straight up. And I saw the building like swaying.
Sure.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
said,
good moves.
oh my God, if you showed me that before I went in there, there's no way I would have gone. He said, that's why I waited till we came down.
That's crazy, man. I didn't know it swayed. Like I know it swayed. I never saw it sway.
You can from
They'll
the
move,
bottom,
they'll
you
move
can
a little
see it
bit,
going
yeah.
back and
But
forth.
I didn't know you could actually physically watch it
Mhm.
move.
Yep. It was.
Yeah.
It was. I would never have gone up there again. But
You
you
can't.
know, no, because that was 2000. That was
Climbing one of the beams over by the firehouse.
that was actually September of 2000.
Ooh.
So like a year later,
bye-bye.
it was gone.
Yeah.
I like being.
And then I was there like a month after it went down. It's like, man, I was up there.
We tried to go to the top of the Sears Tower, but we had a very short window to get there in between a meeting for
Yeah.
work. So we ran out of the Boeing building, ran a couple of blocks over to, well, it's like the Willis building now or something. And we got to the lobby and you have to, it's almost like you have to have a reservation to use the lift to go up the elevator. And
Liberty Place in Philadelphia, there's an admission fee to go to the top.
yeah, what the hell, man?
Now I
at
don't know
the-
how they get away with that with the other two buildings that are there.
I imagine
Well,
if you
at City Hall, you have to pay an admission just to get to the observation deck in City Hall, like beneath William Penn's feet.
Yeah.
Oh, meanwhile, you can piss in the in the station
Yeah.
there. Nobody cares.
But I went there with my son and his friend from I forget where his friend's from, up in the Northeast somewhere of the States there, Boston, somewhere like that. And he came here for the day, and I decided to take them down there. And to get to that, you have to like take a set of stairs and then an elevator and then another set of stairs. And then you get in another elevator that's glass so that you can see the whole inner workings of the old City Hall. So you can see how shoddy the work is at this point.
Sure.
And then we get up to that observation deck. And my son and his friend, they're running around. They're like, oh, look at this. Look at this. I'm at the doorway. Like, okay. Yeah. So
That would be
here,
me.
Let me take some pictures.
I mean,
All
I've
right,
gotten better as I've gotten older. I will say that. Like, I can go up and clean my gutters. When I first moved here, I couldn't even get up on the ladder to get onto the roof.
You want to
No.
borrow my legs?
What?
Those legs from that costume I have?
Oh, that would I
You
don't
can
think
reach
it- Maybe the lower roof.
yeah, lower
The
one.
one
Oh, yeah, you have to get a stick.
I can't even be
that's
on the
so
roof of a house here. And I live in a row home, here.
I
in
tried to
the
climb up a
Northeast.
row home, which was 2.5 stories. That
When
No.
I remember being 8, I used to climb out of my parents' bedroom and I had a Snoopy doll and I used to put a Vikings helmet on him and drop him off the corner of the roof and climb back through the window, go get him and go back up. My parents saw me doing that
I didn't know where
and
the
they're like,
story was
we're going to the
though.
store. We'll be back. I'm like, okay. And they just left me to keep doing it. And then another time, it was like a Sunday because we
here
lived
we go.
we lived across from the church, the MDP.
MDP, yeah.
And some lady like comes and knocks on the door. And I'm like, it's like early in the morning. I'm like, what? Because nobody's home. She's like, you have a raccoon on the roof. I'm like, so?
No, it's a Snoopy.
It's Snoopy.
No, it was a raccoon. And she's like, well, you got to be careful because they can get into your heater. They'll climb down. We had them once. I'm like 15. I'm like, fine. Just fuck off. I don't care.
Whatever, lady. God.
I go up. I climb out of my parents' window.
Hate you.
I get on the lower roof. I go over. I pull myself up to the top roof, and I'm on the top roof. And there's a fucking big ass raccoon on the the chimneys at the corner
In the
Far corner.
daytime.
Daytime.
You know, a raccoon in the daytime is usually a sign of
Well, I felt like I had
Rabies.
to do something.
yeah.
So I go up there and I'm like, shit. So I go back in the house and I get a slingshot and I'm trying to get it off. It keeps going down. So I get a bottle of water. I go over and I pour it down until it comes up, hit it with the slingshot again. It goes back. And then we repeat. Now I'm on the roof fighting this damn thing for like half an hour. People are just driving by. No worries. Finally, the thing just jumped off the roof and took off. And I told my dad, you need to get a vent to the top so I never have to do that again.
Jim, where do I get one of those goddamn things, you son of a bitch?
He wouldn't get it. He's like, why? When you can just go up there and fight it.
Yeah, I don't need a fucking vent. I got you, you son of a bitch. Get up there and beat it with a stick.
So I have kids.
God damn it, fucking kids.
I don't know if Lil John is still watching, but just to let you know, I did like the Facebook page or follow the Facebook page, and I did subscribe to the YouTube.
Sweet.
All right. Well, he could listen back to it.
Yeah,
There's a chance.
you know, it's the least I could do since you're watching my channel. You know,
See?
There you go. Yeah,
he grew up in Morel
Little
Park.
back
which-
patting goes a long way, everybody.
quid pro quo.
Quid pro
And
quo.
again, I say, man, you guys, somebody can write an original music piece, and
Yeah.
I'll use it, man.
I'll see what I can come up with, but I don't have a
Cool.
drum machine.
You have a set of drums.
Yeah, but who's playing them?
I can just bang on them. How hard could
You
it be?
got to do it right. Jim.
I
took
wouldn't
lessons.
care. It's original. I would be fine with it.
I don't know.
I used to have an intro for my channel at one point.
Let's see if
And
we
I
can
just-
think- How about this? Hold on. Do I have it on here anymore? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
I'll see.
I'm
'Cause
terrified
this-
of your.
the intro-
I'm not
the-
looking at your
The
laptop.
beginning of this you could use this. This might work. Just use this. I'll let you. Let's see if it'll come up here. Come on, little you son of a bitch. It's kind of interesting.
I like it.
It's got hiss.
Oh, it's Hiss.
No, that's not the
You can always get something off of Caitlin's computer.
It's very. The music was very Led Zeppelin-ish.
one. Well, I take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
You use the one we used today.
Where's the
Here's the one we did. Here we go.
dang thing at?
Because I do like Led Zeppelin.
A studio version of it. You wrote that, Jim?
Yes.
That's you?
It's free.
Oh,
He said, "No, I downloaded it. Come on."
here it is. Here's the studio version.
Wait, let it kick in first.
I thought that was our theme song.
It is.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
He can't touch it.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
thought you were
ours.
telling him to use it.
No, we're using
All right,
that.
here's the studio.
Can't
studio
touch
version.
this.
And we have.
Now it sounds more 80s hair bandish.
See, we could do an instrumental version off the tracks that Kat has on her computer.
Is this old school?
This is Instinct.
Really? That almost sounds like the vocals from the guy from Old School. Man.
No, they're both chicks.
The theme. No,
You sure?
That's cool though. I like that.
you're welcome to use it. I can get it to you.
Cool.
Let's just get to the best part, though.
Oh, your part?
Yeah.
I like how you knew exactly on the slider where it was. Don't condition it. That'd be good for a podcast.
I think so.
I can actually see it in my head. I can see like in the beginning of the video, like when you go to a YouTube channel and they have videos that automatically play, like mine does.
Yeah.
Like you can put like an intro video in there to let people know what your channel is about, and I could see it play out in my head, like just the beginning of any one of my videos, like, hey everyone, and welcome to another episode, or no, I didn't say episode. Welcome to another installment of This Is Tom's World, and then bam, that starts playing, and you start seeing all the different places that I've been and all this. I can see it playing out in my head.
There you go.
And that's recorded live. That's a live recording
That's very cool.
in a practice space. But
I was gonna say, aren't they all live recordings?
no,
Well, I mean,
no. So here's a
On a-
studio. Here's a studio.
Oh, you mean like in Parson bits? Okay.
That was recorded like literally as it happened. This is like doing it in pieces, where you record each piece individually.
That sounds familiar.
I've heard it a few times.
And this is still Instinct.
Yep.
Wow.
I should get some of the tracks you guys laid down.
This got played on WPST back in the day.
I mean, his voice is hard to describe.
Well, it's a woman.
Oh, her? It's a woman.
Yeah.
Wow. It's but the voice is like almost.
Geddy Lee.
Like yeah, like Geddy Lee meets Vince Neil. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I told you.
See if I can show you a picture. I don't know. No, that's not
You want me to bring one up so I can put it on the screen?
it. Yeah.
All right, hang on a minute.
So it's some vintage pics of
Yeah, I know. What I'm looking at.
I hear it's a woman now, though. I can hear that now.
Oh, is that locked up here? What's going on?
I don't know. Is that you?
That's all me.
Wow.
This recording got chopped to Atlantic Records.
Wow.
Sorry, taking a minute. It's like really slow.
I'm looking too, Jim.
How about this one?
That's recent-ish.
Recent-ish.
I'm trying to find some back in the day shots. There you go. Well, this is a good picture, Jim.
Do that one.
Here we go. What do I do?
I don't know that you can because you're not controlling the show.
Well, if he's in the StreamYard, he can share it, and then you can put it
Yeah,
up.
he's not.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm on an island.
I could teach you guys the ins and outs of StreamYard. Yeah.
I put it in the Facebook chat. I don't know. Maybe it'll come up on the bottom there.
Yeah, well,
getting-
I mean,
Just
I
the
see
link,
the link that you put up. He can click on
If
it.
you click on the link, does that make sense?
You can do that, or I can do this. Hang on.
Oh, that's weird. It took me to another webpage.
Weird.
Very interesting.
Yeah, there we go. There you go.
That's Terry.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking of it, I did look up Instinct,
Okay.
and I saw you guys were being interviewed on a podcast.
Oh yeah, that was the Tasty Cakes, and I think it was that one.
Well,
we've been on
that one.
Been on a bunch. We were on Al's show. Albert.
Yeah.
That's the Tasty Cakes one, I think. We opened for Jackal last year. That was kind of fun. Because I'm a lumberjack, baby.
I'm getting to the older ones here. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm trying to find there's that one shot.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for.
I don't know. I can't find it.
It's a Halloween one.
Keep seeing a lot of Rat Rod pictures on our page.
You
That's the truth. We played so many shows with those guys. It's funny. Oh my!
said that they're international. Is that?
Yeah, their stuff's been played internationally, and they've gotten bites in Europe on their material.
And
They
one of
are
their guys watches my channel, man.
See,
I'm a big shit. Look at me.
you are a big shit.
Look at it.
I found you.
Well, I mean, this is Tom's World.
It is now.
I said we all just live in it.
We all just live in it. We're residents.
Residents in Tom's World.
Dang,
I've got too many
having
windows
luck
open, I
Jim.
think.
You know,
I'll close some
lots of
windows here.
logos. I found a lot of logos.
Yeah, you had a lot of logos on that thing.
Yeah,
That's what she
I,
said.
I'm getting like parties and stuff. I don't want to do that.
I mean, I'm going way back in history. I'm down here on Girard Avenue. Some of these shows.
Wow.
Let's that was like 4 years ago.
I mean, now I'm like into the old school yellow banner versions and stuff.
So did you know Fran when he did his band where they like covered Green Day and shit like
Yep.
that?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to see them during that. Like I saw him.
I don't think I saw them, but I knew him.
I saw when he was in a
Didn't see
band
Matt.
called What About Bob.
I feel like I remember
long
that.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And his father-in-law was actually in that band.
That's cool. I wish my kid would do a band with me.
Oh my god, that
The kid's
his
amazing.
father-in-law, his in-laws are awesome. I mean,
have
his wife is awesome too, but
There's a video here that shows all of it, Jim. So I can put this in there. I don't know if that'll work, but if you could do this without playing sound.
Mhm.
This has pictures of everything.
But his wife, I've known her just as long as I've known Stephanie. Like I met
there
them
it is.
both when I was 16 years old. So
I found it, Jim. Here it is.
uh-oh.
What do I
That's the one.
do? Save image as.
Well,
I'll put it on my desktop and
I think I might have found it too.
You did. Well, that's the.
That's the video.
Yeah. So if I take this, and I'm running out of time here.
Here's the photo. Hang on. Can we put this up?
I'll give you the actual. Jim.
Very.
Very nice, Mr. Perry. How come you're not coming up in my friends now?
Uh,
Because I'm on the Instinct page. You probably aren't
there you
a
go.
friend.
Sorry.
Why is that? Are you not subscribed to whatever?
I don't know. I'm on there
What are you doing?
somewhere.
What are you doing?
God damn it.
I got Mark Perry. I got no Jim Perry.
Huh.
Oh, there is that. No, that's a guy in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's
Oh, there you are. All right. So then I just have to attach the picture.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
It's like being at work. I had to do some shit today like that.
You
I
gotta
was like,
prep this shit
killing
beforehand.
myself. I was like, just shoot me now.
Shoot me now.
Yeah, I mean, I've got. Ooh, I don't want to put that video up. That's
hair.
terrifying.
That was pre-hair. There you go. I sent you the picture.
Send your pictures
This
to
is the
dear
fuzzy.
old Captain Noah.
We did that on the show.
I'm not getting it.
We've
Send
done that. We played that.
today. Send right away.
We did a whole bunch of Crass Brothers commercials.
Yeah, just send it to me.
I messaged it to Jim Perry.
Hmm,
This guy, see, he's drinking a beer.
that should be me. There it is.
I
Finally.
think that's you. See if that works.
I think that'll work.
You know, there were times when Captain Noah was doing his arts and crafts, and that little thing would come out from the bottom of the table to get all the scraps. That was Mrs. Noah under the table, and sometimes
Yeah.
she'd be fucking with him under the table.
That's terrifying.
Oh, I heard some stories.
There you go. There's instinct
Wow.
back in the day.
And when's that from?
Ah, it didn't work very well.
1990. I want to say 1 or 2. Probably 1.
91. I was 16 years old.
What was I? I was 24, 26. I don't know.
Set you on the right?
Yeah, with the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no hair now.
With
so
the
facial-
white snake hair,
Yeah.
Wait, I can.
That's
do the
actually
white-
now the picture on his My Fans page.
Yes.
Wait, I can do the white snake hair. You ready?
Mr. Cockadoodle do.
Yeah.
Wait. I have something here. I just have to get it ready. Oh goddamn! Here we go.
Oh, he's got a wig.
I
Is that what's
do.
going on? All right. I have a couple of those somewhere.
Yeah, I don't like the way I looked in that wig with the last time we took pictures.
Well, we did the Halloween thing and I had the eye makeup on that. Look, there you go.
There you are.
I've got my Steel Panther wig in the other room. When I met Steel Panther, they gave us wigs. That looks good, man.
Yeah, I could be in the band, man.
That didn't work. I went this
Oh, wait.
There we go. Trying to find a better way to do it, but there's not.
There.
We'll just give it to this.
Fuzzy and Fuzzy. And the other Fuzzy.
See, I like that.
Actually, I look more like Kip Winger.
Kip Winger meets Steven Adler.
Yeah.
You look more like the Cowardly Lion, actually, with that thing.
With a roof. Got a roof. Oh, wait,
well.
wait. It's not complete yet. Wait, there we go.
There,
you
see? Now you can pull it off. You could be in
Now you look like you're from the
Wayne's
upper
World.
Now you're in the Upper Peninsula.
That's right. And monkeys might fly out of my butt.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah.
Such a letdown when I take the wig off, though.
That's what she said.
I know. She
I
says it all
want the
time.
guy in the makeup and the hair.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
the letdown that Eddie Munster found when that monster guy he idolized took his wig off and stuff. And
Oh my God. I have a vague memory of what you're talking about. Because he thought he was real. He was
yeah, he did, and he's like, "Oh,
impressed.
yeah."
Uh,
I have so much stuff up in here. You have no idea.
No, I do, because to do the videos you do, the way you do them, to recite the things you do, you would have to.
Get a props. We don't have anything under the table except your crap down there.
What do you want, the drum?
No, I don't want that.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing. I'm just stretching my legs.
Oh, you're fine. You got plenty of room.
I know. That's why I'm stretching them.
Yeah. Well, listen, Jim, I got to get done here. I got to see what's going on with this Black Rifle coffee.
That's true.
bag
I should probably
printing.
go pee sometime soon.
Yeah, I got to do that too. And I got to get on that other stream, even
Yeah,
though I
see
don't watch. I didn't play Resident Evil, but
It's all streams. It's all about streams.
I go from one stream to another. I just
It's just one big stream.
I am spreading the word of This Is Tom's World.
There you go.
There you
Yay!
That's-
So he says.
Content must be spread.
We're
Go
trying to spread our
youtube.com//
brand.
This Is Tom's World. All one word, no spaces, no punctuation. This is Tom's World.
There you go.
That's
Yeah, do it. Tom's World.
Tom's World. Excellent.
We should do a promo for it. Get the wigs out. I've got a Wayne's World hat somewhere.
I watch a YouTube
used to.
channel in from Vegas. It's called Turn It Up World, and they get people to do that on screen all the time.
I've thought about having people make little things and make like a video of it.
You just have to come up with a thing you want them to say.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
every time you meet people, you get them to say it on camera.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care.
You have a huge cock.
That's at the end of every one of my videos.
And then hold up a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big chicken.
This is Tom's cock.
You have an 18-inch cock. I do.
His name is Fred.
I call him Joey.
Joey, meet Fred. No, don't meet.
No, oh God, no.
Oh,
Then
No,
we're
no-
sword fighting.
Oh,
no canoodling.
Oh, boy. All right. That's not cool.
All right. So we should go. So we'll be back. So, Tom, thank you. Thanks
Yes.
everybody
Thank
who
you.
tried all the new
That was
platforms.
fun.
Yeah.
Seemed like they were all over the place. We'll adjust for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
the more you
we'll,
use it, the
we'll
easier it
try
gets. you
different
know?
camera
I think what we might do though next week is take it off of the P word feed because nobody really went there.
Maybe
That's
they
all
don't
right.
know it
That
exists.
doesn't
No,
that
it's-
doesn't mean they won't.
No, I know, but I mean we could do an Instagram feed instead
Oh well, there you go. Yeah.
Do you get golden grams when you go on Instagram?
if you want. Sure.
Okay, because I like it. I like golden grams.
Okay. You can do.
Golden
We'll
I
see
like
if we can get
the
Golden Grams.
that was a good cereal.
It was. It made the milk taste good.
Yeah. That's how the mom got you to drink the milk.
My daughter
right.
got into fruity pebbles, and I'm like, yeah, it makes my
Oh
mouth
my
taste like
God.
butter. Yeah,
Does the body good.
good. Good, but they're just made out of like fat.
We're gonna dive into a whole nother realm again here.
There you go. All right, let's get the hell out of here. All right, guys, we'll be back
All right,
next
man.
Tuesday at 7:30. So, Tom, thanks again.
Thanks for having me, man.
Everybody, thank you for checking out the new feed. We'll see how we do this week, and
Yeah, we'll see what the numbers look like.
maybe we'll be rich by next.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
All right, sir. Have a good night.
You
Good night,
too.
sir. Good night, beer.
Adios.
Good night, Moon.
See ya.
See you later. Yeah.
Good night, Jim.
Good
It's
night.
been fun.
Say,
Thank you for
say
joining-
good night,
Oh.
Gracie.
This has been the P Word.
Wow.
Brought to you by the American Moron Entertainment Network.
And this is Tom's World.
There you go.
I can give you echo. Go ahead, say it again.
And this is Tom's World.
There you go.
See?
I'll just do this one and we'll get the hell out of here.
Welcome to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
A bunch of goddamn nerds.
There you go. All right.
Goddamn nerds.
Goddamn nerds. All right. Good night. See
Good
ya.
night, y'all.
See ya.
See you next time.